Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's SGLIVE 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Winners Bracket Quarterfinals matchup between DLP316, the defending champion of the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament, taking on the fourth place finisher of the same Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament, Stewie Cartman. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary is someone who's going to be very interested in the outcome of this match, Tazel.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am very interested because the loser of this match plays me. So I have investments here.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any easier for the winner because the winner of this match moves on to the winner's semifinals, where they'll be taking on the 2019 champion and 2020 runner-up, Macobra 52. So these runners definitely have their work cut out. But you know what? You get to this part of the tournament here, you make it to the brackets here. There are no easy matches. Every match, you've got to earn it.
Yeah, absolutely. And an interesting fact about these runners, I'm pretty sure DLP316 has said that both Stewie Cartman and himself actually started in the same SMB3R tournament. So they've kind of like grown up at this game together. So that's pretty cool.
Hard to believe, though, that they did not meet during the bracket stages of this tournament. We would have had that potentially in the finals had Stewie Cartman won his match against Human Mustard, but that wasn't to be. But here they are in the winners' quarterfinals of the SGLIVE 2023 Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament. For those of you who may have not seen any of the races so far throughout this SGLIVE 2023 tournament, it is the same as the flag set that you saw during the 2023 Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament. So that means there is no end card game, of course. Hammers do not break locks, they only break rocks. You also have the early Angry Sun being unleashed, and of course the question marks are on the panels, so you have no idea ahead of time how many forts there are going to be on each level.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. I can't wait to see this matchup. They're just about to get started here. The timer is now ticking down for them.
What do you want to see as the first world?
I'm kind of feeling that we should go to Wendy's first. Let's see World 3.
World 3. I'm looking for a vanilla start here. Let's go for World 1 first. People in chat, make your prediction. What world is going to be first here in game number 1 of this best of 3?
Oh, I'm seeing some 7s and 3s in chat.
Yep, I've got 6 from Sinister, who's done a lot of commentary work in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament in the past. Yeah, a lot of 3s.
Any moment now. Yeah.
All right, so the clock should be ticking very shortly for both of our runners here, and there is the countdown. 10 seconds until showtime here. Game number 1 of this best of 3 between the defending 2023 champion DLP316 and Stewie Cartman. This should be a thriller. I wouldn't be surprised if this went all 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm super excited. I love that we have cams on this time, too, so we can see the reactions.
We're starting with World 5 and 2 forts. Now, I would imagine that Tan Fort is going to build the bridge. The Blue Fort, if there is a blue lock, will break that, probably on the second half of the map. And we are starting with, looks like 6-3. Oh, DLP.
Oh, no.
A little bit of a rough beginning there. I beg your pardon, not 6-3, but 6-4.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing is because we can't see what's on the second half of the island, there actually could be a third fort. We do not know yet.
This is true. Now, Stewie does clear 6-4 and gets to 5F1. Is this even randomized? All right, the forgettable fort, the block frame fort, whatever you want to call this fort, should be too much of a problem for either runner. DLP gets through 6-4 on the second attempt, but because of that early 100-coin fine, Stewie Cartman has established an early lead.
Yes, and all complaints for this seed can come to me. I'm the one who rolled this one tonight, so if anyone has any complaints, please send them my way.
There's the bridge built, and Stewie not going to take any chances. He's going to play the fort, and now that he sees that it's World 1 fort, does he take the 100-coin fine, or does he go for the item? It looks like he may go for the item if there's a leaf available.
The other interesting thing about this is because the runners can't see the second section, we don't know that if this lock actually breaks something important. Like, this could speed up their path, too.
True, it might make the path shorter, but by logic, whenever you see the World 1 fort, it's not required to complete to beat the world, but it may expedite getting past World 5.
Yeah, exactly.
And looks like both runners are going to be playing it conservatively, not taking any crazy gambles here. So no leaf for these runners, so we will not get to find out what the item is. But look at DLP getting the clip here, so he'll save a little bit of time.
Very nice. Doing some swag strats, loosening up.
Uh-oh, 8-2 with Boss Bass. Taking the quicksand of shame is generally never a good idea, so Stewie's just going to try to fly through it and hopefully not become fish food.
Yeah, I know DLP has a motto. He says that he never takes the sands of shame any longer. So,
right. I mean, especially if you have Boss Bass or the Cheap, then it's pretty much a bad bet. I mean, if you have no power-ups, I can understand why you would take the sands of shame. But when you have a Boss Bass, too risky.
Absolutely. Although it is a little bit scary here with the Boss Bass crossing your path a few extra times.
Oh, it always is. Stewie takes care of the Boomerang Bros and is going to pick up a star, and is not even going to pick up that star. Rip the 1,000 points, but he will pick up a 1-up.
This is a classic Tozzle Hammer Bros. They always drop stars in boomboxes.
Yep, there's another star. There's another star, more stars. And look at the dodges that these Fire Bros love to do. And another 1-up and another star. There you go. And DLP's going to get the use a star, get a star treatment, Tozzle, as well.
Yeah. He also got the glitch kill, which is fun. I can see him shaking his head. He knows.
All right, so just 2 more levels to complete, and we got 5-2 up next.
Okay.
DLP has, made up some serious ground. I think Stewie, having a little more trouble with the Hammer Bros, might have gotten a parade, things like that. DLP is, not that far behind now. Stewie still has the lead, but DLP right there.
Yeah, he made up a time for that first unfortunate death there.
Now, he is going to check the pipe to see a power-up here, but it's a 1-up, so unfortunately, that ends up being a bust, so that ends up being a time sink for DLP. I mean, the 1-up is nice and all, because if you take a game over, all those panels get reset. 7-3 up now.
I'm definitely going to hear some complaints after this.
Oh, no question about it here. DLP does avoid the fireworks. If you get 3 of a kind, you get more extra lives instead of just the 1. 3 stars get you 5 up, 3 flowers get you 3 up, and 3 mushrooms get you 2 up. But the fireworks is a time penalty, and in a race between 2 fine competitors like these two, every second counts.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe the triple star is a 3-second time penalty. So 3 seconds matters in a race like this.
Absolutely, indeed. All right, we have the World 3 airship now for Stewie. Gets his mushroom. Oh, doesn't quite clear the jump, but does not lose the power-up, more importantly. So he's going to have Roy Koopa to deal with here in a flat arena. Let's see if he bulked up or not. 1. Oh, he's got the earthquake, so he's at least vanilla. He's more than vanilla. He's our boy.
Roy's our boy.
Absolutely, indeed. So Stewie takes him down, the 5-hitter, and we'll move on to the second world. What do you think is going to be up next, ladies and gentlemen? Take your pick.
I'm going with 2.
Let's go backwards. I'll say 4.
So I saw that Stewie got the 1 grab at about 5:06. So we'll see how far DLP is behind here.
Looks like he's about 20-some seconds back, 22 seconds back.
Yep, not too bad. He can make it up. That was actually quite a long World 1. 5.5 minutes is
oh yeah,
it's quite long.
I mean, the clip definitely helped DLP get some of that time back. That's for sure. All right, this is a linear start to this World 4. Hey, I got it right. It is World 4.
Yeah, it was World 4.
All right, and I only see the 1 fort, so this might be a 1 forter to build that bridge, as we have 1-5 up next.
Hey, did we see what the Princess Peach letter was?
No, I didn't see it when Stewie got that. It's a music box.
It's a music box, of course.
Yeah, look at this. So far, the Tozzle special holding true.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like that they're still going to have quite a few levels to play, even if that's the only fort in this world.
Oh, absolutely. They got to get there. And, it's no walk in the park. Who knows what kind of levels we might have to deal with here, We've got 7F2, and they have to play it.
Oof.
I would not be pleased about this, especially with what we've seen in our inventory up to this point. I would probably be re-rolling at this point. I do not like 7F2.
Luckily, they've got a flower plant in 7F2, so that's nice. They're going to be wanting to hold on to that, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Keeping that is vital. Oh, they have the split tunnel of love. You want to see that because that gives you the opening to break through both those fire piranhas and the regular piranhas. You don't want to see pairs. You want to see them be different.
And DLP taking that hit, so he's not going to have the benefit of the fire plant.
So he's probably going to lose some more time here. Stewie looks like they're just regular hotfoots here. Well,
no.
I think he wanted to keep that fire suit, but unfortunately gets picked off by the disco waffle, so he'll have to do it the traditional way.
Yeah, Disco Waffle said no. Looks like DLP's going to get a leaf, though.
Yeah, Stewie was hoping to Lego my ego here, but that ego wouldn't let go.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what this bro gives us here for Stewie. A hammer, that's nice. That could be useful.
Yep, there are still plenty of worlds left where that could be very much useful. And got another one-up. I've never seen so many one-ups in Hammer Brothers stages like this.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable. And
yeah,
unfortunately, the hammer's not useful here. But we do have 6 in play. So that's important. And 2 in play. So two big levels right now where that hammer could be very useful.
And a long shot, 3 could be in play if we get a second hammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, DLP gets his hammer as well, but skips out on the one-up. Doesn't really need it. Not a player with his skill level.
No, he's not going for PB lives today, it looks like.
Nah, if he was going for PB lives, I would be playing because I'm usually getting 3 stars, even though I probably don't need that many lives. I still want them anyways. 1-3 up next as DLP about to clear 4-2. Very nice. So yeah, decision time. Quick. Decision time for Stewie. Does he go for the item at the end, which will cost him a little bit of time, or will he skip it and hope it's garbage? His decision looks like he is going for it. Okay. Unfortunately, he's got this Paragoomba to deal with.
Yeah. Causing a little bit of trouble. Ooh.
Oh, just is able to get down in time. Ooh, a Jugum Cloud for DLP and a 1-up.
Nice. Yeah. They're still hurting for power-ups, but the hammer and the Jugum Cloud is very nice.
Look at this.
Ooh, that was worth it. Thumbs up from Stewie Cartman. Getting that hammer.
Double hammers in play.
The hammer.
Now, DLP's in 7-8, and having that tail is very helpful at start. Now, Stewie, unfortunately, is not going to get that Jugum Cloud as he skirts by that Hammer Brother. So remember, DLP has a Jugum Cloud in his back pocket. Keep that in mind.
That's right, but I didn't see DLP get that second hammer, so it will be interesting. We have a pack divergence.
Yes, one of them has 2 hammers, one of them has a hammer and a Jugum. So we'll see how it plays out for both runners. Inside the question mark in 7-8 was a Hammer Brothers suit for DLP.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really interesting.
DLP is going to skip that Hammer Brother encounter.
Oh, that makes sense. Save the time. Save the frames.
This is not a Metroid speedrun. Or Super Metroid, I mean. But I like the reference nonetheless. Save the frames, kill the animals, and all that good stuff. We have a Tanuki suit from the Princess, World 1 now. And this fort is required. It's
required, and there's 2 levels in the way, but it looks like Stewie Cartman makes the right choice and is taking the, I imagine, shorter level, unless it's a hand level. This is about as short as you can get.
Yep, this is the Niagara Falls. This is the 7-6 beta.
Yep, this is the American side of the falls.
You are correct about that. The tamer, kinder section, whereas if you go through the door, by the way, you can actually fly backwards, go into the door, and then you have natural 7-6. Obviously, these runners wouldn't want to do that, but if anybody wanted to test the waters, speaking of 7-6.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I've ever seen those 2 next to each other like that. So this is going to be a testing of the clipping skills, and Stewie Cartman having some problems. Gets on the 4th try. That ain't too bad. We'll see if DLP can make up some ground.
Yeah, not too bad at all. I know DLP is not a huge fan of the clips, but he's got a hammer suit right now and not a tail, so I know he'll be relieved when he sees that level.
Oh, no question about it here. We'll see if he can gain some ground here by getting the mac and cheese. Our fort, 5F2.
Now, this is a fun level. I like this level, actually, this fort, because of the power-up opportunity. Now, these guys are fast, so they're going to speed through it and skip the power-ups. But, oh, he's taking the fire. Smart.
Good idea. DLP is struggling. He's shaking his head. He's taking about 6 attempts now. Stewie having to slow down here. Going for the glitch pipe entrance. Nice swag there.
Yeah, Stewie always likes the swag here. I know. DLP's just jumping a little bit late here. He's got to get that pixel a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and that time he's early, and DLP is just gonna fold it, and he's gonna take the.
Maybe does he have a P-wing?
He might have a P-wing somewhere.
Or is he gonna go around the other way?
He may take the other level. This is true. He may go for the other level. No, he does not have it. He will go for the other level, which ends up being 3-9. Meanwhile, Stewie Cartman in 3-1. But yeah, that is a major time loss, unfortunately, for DLP. So Stewie getting some breathing room here in our third world. Yeah,
absolutely. Though it is a good choice. It's that's a mature choice. If it's not working for you, change it up. Don't stay there forever hitting your head against a wall.
Absolutely. I mean, after all, in Castlevania 2, there's this one townsperson that says, hit your head on the Bloor cliff to make a hole, which is one of those translation errors, you know?
That's great. I did not know that was that said that.
Yeah, I think one of the townspeople in Alba says that, which is the first town to the left of start.
Oh, that's amazing.
But back to the race at hand. Yeah, fun fact for you today. 1-6 is up next for Stewie Cartman, as DLP is now going to tackle the Lava Fort of 5F2.
And Stewie doing the little slide swag onto the moving platform there. He likes to do that one too.
Yep, nice pick off of the fire chomp there. It was getting ready to fire a shot, and he just picked him off before it could get it out. Nice job there for Stewie. DLP working on the boom boom here in 5F2 and takes him down.
Yeah, he opted to do speed strats all the way, so he actually caught a few seconds back there because Stewie paused to pick up that fire leaf. So that's good.
Okay, so DLP right now is 2 levels back, but this is the longest airship of the game, the World 7 airship, so Stewie wants to be very careful that he doesn't fall off. Not only is it a long way down, it's a long way back.
Yeah, I'm always scared of those little coils. I sometimes they troll you and you go right through them.
I've had that happen before. I know that feeling. Hey, a two-hitter Larry there. He had the earthquake, so that takes care of all the earthquake Koopas for this seed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are we going to see next?
So we had 5, 4, and 1. Well, if we go with the Fibonacci method, 5 minus 4 is 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. 3.
All right, let's see if you're right. I like that method.
Oh, no! DLP. Shorting the jump here in 1-6, costing him more precious time. He's going to use his Tanuki suit here. Let's see what we get from the princess. A P-Wing, and it is 3! Oh, my goodness!
Wow. Fibonacci for the win.
You gotta love it, folks. DLP, doesn't get the P-Speed. You know why I didn't get it? That pesky gap that's right there can sap you of your P-Speed, and that's exactly what happened to DLP, so he has to take that little escalator of shame.
Yeah, and Stewie also had the 2 hammers and 3... That is something else.
Now, will he use that is the question, as he's now in 2-5. Oh, gets picked off by the Paraguma, but he should be okay, and he is.
Yeah, you always got to watch out for the chain chop at the end, but we're okay.
Yeah, that's not really much of a issue there. So, Stewie used both hammers. I see a fort that builds a bridge. Next up is Jackpot 3-7.
Yeah, I didn't see a full lay of the land. I didn't notice if there was another fort. Looks like it's 1 fort. For stage 3.
It might be 1 fort, and if that's the case, it's going to build that bridge. As Stewie is going to play the coin heaven. That's one of the 3 situations where our auto scrollers are not turned off. As you can see, the airship auto scrollers are turned off. The other 2 situations are 5-9 and the beta level that we like to call Atlantis, and he gets a refund on one of those hammers.
Wow. Those gambles are paying off right now.
All right, so there's at least 2 forts from what I'm seeing. So I think one of those forts has to break a lock that's at Wendy's. No, there's a lock on the first screen.
Yeah, so we have the bridge and we have the lock.
All right, so Wendy's should be open for business once Stewie gets to that pipe. He'll have to cross the bridge to get there first as Boom Boom goes down on 4F2, the Donut Fort. I'm guessing the other fort, because it's World 3, it will not be 4F1. Just got a hunch. Now, we'll find out on DLP side, maybe.
Okay, that was interesting. Let's see what's happening here.
Oh, that's not it.
Oh, ho, ho.
So Stewie could have just done that right then and there. He gets another hammer.
What is happening? Yeah.
Now, he's still going to come out on the positive, but he could have gained even more time if he would have went for the hammers immediately. Or no, he couldn't have. Wow.
Yeah, it looks like the right side of the screen is a total troll and is totally unnecessary.
That is crazy. So it does skip 2 levels, but yeah, it's not like a major shortcut. So DLP is going to lose some time as he gets through 3-4, but it could have been a lot worse for him. Stewie Cartman now in 6-7.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is DLP should get like railroaded to the pipe he needs.
Right.
Because he's not taking the double hammer, he's not going to explore the right side. That's my guess is what's going to happen here.
Exactly. I told you it wouldn't be 4-1. It's Spike Fort, World 2 Fort.
Yeah, this fort's always interesting. I didn't know this when I was a young Tozzle, but if you fly too high here in this part where DLP is at, there's actually spikes on the ceiling and they can take you down.
That's correct. You can't see those spikes, but yep, they are there. And you're probably wondering, oh, what hit me? Well, there are spikes there, and that's why we call it Spike Fort. One of the reasons.
And Stewie Cartman actually just picked up a pea glove, I call it, a pea glove from Hammer Bro. So more good items.
I love the power glove. It's so bad. I know it's not a power glove, but I like that name anyways. World 5 airship now for Stewie as DLP. That's not a good place to go for him.
But that's okay because he's going to do this level and then he's going to check the other pipe.
Yep. All right.
Oh,
it's time
but
for
see,
Wendy's.
here it goes right here.
Oh, look at this. We've got grilled baconators on Stewie's side. Wendy goes down with the fire kill. And look at DLP.
Unbelievable. He just gained back so much time, even though Stewie Cartman had the double hammer play there.
Double hander ended up being a jabation where you got a ball game again.
Yeah, big time. That's actually really exciting. Like, unfortunate for Stewie Cartman that it worked out that way, but really entertaining for us.
I mean, if it's any consolation, he does get refunded all, his hammers because he used 2 hammers. He got his 2 hammers back. DLP also gets the grilled baconator kill on Wendy as well. See, she was at least a 2-hitter, so we'll never know what she was.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have the Carpet Fort 6F3 for Stewie. Still has the lead, but that lead has been cut tremendously.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't realize it either because so many hammers have played. He might think that DLP has walked into the same situation.
Very well might have. We get the music box. World 7 is now our world.
Okay, and this is an easy choice. They have to play that fort to move on.
That's easy. So that was 4 times 1 plus 3. That's how we got to 7 there.
That's not Fibonacci though. Now.
No, I'm grasping at straws now.
Right. We're doing complex math on a Thursday evening to figure out what world will be next.
Absolutely right.
So very linear. Oh no!
Ooh, the mac and cheese for Stewie on 7-1. He needed that.
Yeah, absolutely. And DLP is probably going to be a little upset when he sees that it's another clip situation, given what happened before. But hopefully he gets it in a couple of tries here.
Yep, we'll see if he can make the proper adjustment to keep pace with Stewie because he's going to have to get it right. So here we go, 7-1 now for DLP.
Oh, a little too late again. Get there.
We've got, unfortunately, an invalid seed. Our underwater fort's here in World 7, not World 8. 3F2.
Owsie's bathtub. Too early. There you go.
DLP. Hey, good recovery there. So he will still lose some time, but he keeps himself in the running, Tozzle.
Oh, absolutely. Like, he is still right there. We still have a race on, folks.
Oh, no question about it here. Stewie, no problem here with 3F2. Just has to take care of boom, boom. Oh, little early there. Stewie got to be a little careful. He's got it.
Oh, this is a very exciting, very tight race so far.
Yeah, it's another thing you got to keep in mind that I do believe DLP still has his Jugum Clown. As far as I know, Stewie does not have one.
He used his Jugum Cloud in 3 to skip the level to take the pipe to Wendy's.
Aha, so that's how he was able to get that lead right there. Or not lead, but, get back into this ball game here.
Oh,
Stewie
yeah, he
finds
saved
that
at least 2 minutes doing that.
Yep. He's found the pipe with a view, so that's not good for Stewie. He's still looking for the way out.
Okay, so depending on the pipe choice that DLP chooses, he might be able to save some time back here as well.
All right, so it's still a Stewie lead. He does have the music box, so he can go right to the fort, uses the Tanuki suit, World 4's airship. And DLP finds that same pipe with a view, yep. Now, DLP's going to gain some time back because, remember, Stewie misrouted. He got backtracked. So this is going to end up being pretty much a wash. But Stewie's still going to have the lead provided that he can take Ludwig down. If he fails the fight, DLP takes the lead. And he's got the entire double platinum album. It's a 5-hitter.
I mean, this is amazing. DLP just caught up a whole bunch more here. I know it's 5 hits, but they're very close together right now.
Yeah, this is anybody's game right now as we go to World 2 next. They both have plenty of hammers, so that's not going to be a problem for either player's routing.
DLP going for the off-screen wand grab and misses it.
Just missed. Didn't quite time the when the reveal of the wand would be, so he's not able to get that skip. So a lost opportunity there to gain even more time. But again, still very much alive in this neck-and-neck race. Now, we do get an item from Bowser, but you have to check your inventory to find out exactly what it is. It's a fire flower.
That's nice. Very nice.
Here is Troll 4-4F1.
What's interesting about the Bowser power-up is in Vanilla, I believe you don't get a power-up, but in Rando, you do.
That is correct. The power-up is a randomizer exclusive feature. Bowser would normally not give you an item in Vanilla.
Okay, Stewie Cartman having a little bit of a slower time here in Troll Fort. Let's see if DLP can get through it a little bit more quickly. Oh, no, he gets stuck too.
Oh, yeah. And now he's got to be careful. All right, so scary. He's going to be okay, but yeah, he's going to lose some more time to Stewie. Our next level is the pyramid.
I love that knowing nod from DLP. He knew he jumped a little bit late there to take that hit.
Oh, you never like to say a good dodge there from Stewie. He was ready for it.
Yeah, that was great because if you get the star, then you can't pick up the shell to break the blocks, and you would waste some time there. So
exactly,
that was excellent.
And he doesn't have a tail either, so that's what he was looking for, a tail or maybe oh no.
Oh no. Tears.
You hate to see that. This could give DLP a little chance to catch back up. Now, DLP, he's got to still complete the level, but he's still going to be neck and neck. Stewie's going to have to be careful. He's got 2 mushrooms. I'm sure he'll be able to dodge the triple mushroom. It would be 2 ups if he were to get it, but that would be a time penalty if he were as well. 6-2 now.
I'd be impressed to see the triple mushroom. I think that's the hardest one to get. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Stewie takes a fall in 6-2, and look at this!
Oh, my
DLP
goodness.
now in the lead.
I cannot believe it. Hold on. Okay, good. I was checking the audio.
So Stewie and DLP have both taken uncharacteristic deaths here in this match. Now, because Stewie's using the P-Wing, he is going to gain some time back. He'll switch it up for the fire suit and retake the lead because of it, but DLP is just seconds back now.
I mean, this is an incredible race.
Oh, it most certainly is, as they both get the 1-up. We've got 12 lives extra for Stewie, 8 lives extra for DLP. And, yep, we'll use that hammer. Play whatever this fort might be. It is 3F1.
So, yep, that's worthwhile. That's a 2-level skip. So it's very important that DLP had that single hammer there.
Stewie loses his fire suit, so there will be no fire kill, but he's going to look for a fire suit here. Instead, gets a 1-up.
Oh, DLP's not going to appreciate this 1-up here.
Nah, he's not even going to take it. Now, funny thing, Stewie grabbed the 1-up, and it did not register on his counter. That must be a frame-perfect trick. Did you see that? You saw the 1-up on his screen, but his counter should have went up to 13.
That's amazing. Can someone clip that? I didn't see it. I was watching DLP.
That's got to be frame perfect. I didn't know you could do that. God, you clearly saw the 1-up phrase when he picked up the mushroom, but he went through the door so quickly, it didn't register. Not that it's going to matter for Stewie, but I thought that was interesting. First class, Stewie.
Oh, very nice. That saves a little bit of time, too.
Yeah, DLP can't go first class. He's got to go coach because he's small. But yeah, that's a nice little pickup there for Stewie. Here is the saltiest Koopa in town. It's Morton. We've got 2 hits, and that's all. Reduced sodium Morton.
And Teeks is saying that that does happen, that it can happen where the 1-up doesn't register. He says you can grab a fire flower on the same frame as you fade out of a Hammer Bro fight, and it won't count.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Hey, you learn something every day when you're on the commentary of Mario 3 Randomizer. And hey, everybody here on Speed Gaming 2 has learned a little bit something as well. By the way, we've had 2 Who's on First references from the Kings in this seed alone. You don't get to see that very often. Ooh, a Hammer Brothers suit. That's huge for both runners.
Oh, this is exciting. So,
oh, and Stewie is going to take that 100-coin fine.
Yeah, I believe DLP will do the same. I think the DLP also. Oh no, he doesn't have one. Oh, very interesting. This is uncharacteristic for him. He always plays the fort that's in front of him. So I'm surprised that he didn't go.
He's taking a risk. All right, so he is going to use the P-wing. And DLP does not know about Fort Knox yet, but yeah, Stewie taking that 100-coin fine so that he doesn't have to go through the whole motions of getting that Tanuki suit. And yeah, this is one of the benefits of having auto-scrollers turned off 7-4.
What's really interesting about this route divergence is we actually have no idea who's in the lead right now.
DLP is taking a gamble here. If his gamble does not pay off, Stewie's leads will increase again.
Oh, this is exciting. I'm on the edge of my seat.
You always love to see these divergence of paths here from our runners. So we'll see how it plays out. Now, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, DLP will take the bottom path. It's the 1-5 beta.
I don't mind this level. The only issue is no power-ups.
Yeah, no power-ups, but you know you're always going to get... Oh, he got kicked back by that Buzzy Beetle there. Yeah, the only, saving grace is the enemy set is generally pretty easy. It's going to be your fare of Buzzy Beetles and Koopas.
Yeah, and it's funny. I find that kickback happens on this level more than any other level.
Hey, I always have to watch out.
Okay.
Let's see what Stewie decides to do. He's going for the bottom route as well. Same level. All right, DLP checking. Doesn't see any locks in front of him. That might be a concern for him because you got to believe there's going to be a lock or bridge guarding Lemmys.
Yeah, and the thing is you never know with this one. You never know. It's always a gamble.
And
could
DLP,
be out of the way, they may not be.
Wow, he's skipping both forts. I think he wants knowledge first.
Yeah, this is really interesting. We're going to have to ask him about this because I know for a fact this is very un-DLP.
This is an unorthodox play. I completely agree, skipping both forts. And we have 5-3 beta, beg your pardon, on DLP's side. But meanwhile, Stewie is playing this second fort, and it's the Air Force.
Yeah, so we're going to see which gamble pays off because we have Stewie here playing both forts, DLP opting to skip them. Guarantee you DLP thinks he's behind right now. This is definitely a behind move.
He's taking a couple of deaths, so I can understand his logic here. And we still do not see a lock or bridge in this area. They all have to be at the end. I think DLP, you got to start playing forts. He's going to have to
go back and play forts. He's going to have to. Yeah, he's going.
He's going to use a star, and he's going to play this Air Force. So Stewie now, he's going to use his last hammer. I mean, you might as well.
I mean, this is going to skip one level, I think.
I mean, one level is one level.
Exactly.
Oh, he could have skipped another if he had another hammer, but instead, he'll have to play 2-1. Where's my boss pass? Oh, even worse, it's this enemy set.
Oh, the patooies.
Well, it's not the patooies that are the worst thing. It's those stupid fire nippers that nobody likes.
What? Give the nippers some love.
It's funny to see them pick off runners. It's not so funny when you have to do the plan. But luckily, it was just the one nipper. And then that patooie's like, you know what? I give up. Bye.
Oh, and DLP is getting a Hammer Bro situation. Okay, it wasn't too long there. No nod, though.
Yeah, that parade, not really the best thing. All right, next up for Stewie is 4-6.
So, I will say, though, that...
Oh, Stewie almost skidded right off there.
I will say, though, that because DLP got that knowledge, he should be fine only doing one fort. Because we know that both locks have to be in the same loop. They can't possibly block the way. Only one's blocking the way. Do you know what I mean?
They both could block the way.
There could
One
be a bridge.
Right. One could be a bridge. One could be a lock. So there could be a double block.
Oh,
It's
I gotta
possible.
know.
Or we're going to find out. There's a third fort, and we know it's going to break that lock.
So I think that definitely both original forts were required because one of them's got to be built in bridges.
Agreed. So this is 671, the escalator fort, and Stewie is going to take the escalator ride. He does not want to give up his fire suit.
Yeah, I'm going to switch the audio to Stewie because I think he's currently in the lead, judging by what I see here.
He is in the lead regardless of whether the one fort gamble pays off for DLP. So yeah. We definitely have a clear leader in Stewie at this point. But if he gets there and that bridge is not built or that lock is not broken, he's good. He's good.
I cannot believe it. That is he is the luckiest person right now.
Yep.
I've never seen two locks just hug each other like that.
Yep, he guessed right. So the third was either a lock or a bridge that needed to be built right before Lemmy's. One or the other. Take your pick, make your prediction. It doesn't matter. DLP guessed right, and he avoids any further time loss.
What an unbelievable gamble.
Stewie gets the fire kill on Lemmy. Very nicely done. He will have the lead with the 32-43 wand grab. So we'll see what kind of deficit DLP will be taking into World 8, the Great Equalizer. People in chat, it's time to make that prediction on how many bridges it is going to take to build the path to Bowser's Castle.
I'm going to say 2 bridges.
1 bridge. And it'll be right up front.
4, a couple 2s, a -1 in chat. What's it gonna be? -1 and 1. I like that.
I like that guess. And what do we
get? Someone's feeling chaotic today. P-glove.
Here we go.
I'm starting it.
All right. So far, no lock. So the dream's still alive. It was just a 2-hitter quitter, anyways.
Okay, so not that
33-27.
Time saved with the fire plant kill there.
So right now it's a 44-second deficit for DLP. That is nothing in World 8. Navy time though.
Absolutely.
There are no locks on Handbridge either, so the dream's still alive. Still unlikely, but it's still alive, Tozzle.
I'm excited.
That dark area is going to ruin our dreams. It always does. Let's be honest with ourselves.
You know, I'm maintaining that hope until I see it with my own eyes.
I hope so. Let's find out what happens. All right, Navy is down for Stewie, and here's DLP.
Oh, taking the third pipe. Also very he's gone against the grain here. I'm impressed, DLP. I'm impressed.
It is one. Is this it though? World 8 for it.
I'm gonna lose it.
Oh my goodness gracious. If this opens it, he's gonna steal this one from Stewie. If he doesn't open it though, Stewie is in a great position.
I cannot believe what's happening right now. I cannot wait to see what happens. Okay, and Stewie is going where?
Well, let's find out what he decides to do.
Dark. Yeah, it takes him to the dark.
There's only one way to get there, and it's start. He doesn't like what he sees.
Okay, he's definitely going to go back to the first screen. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and is DLP going to get the bro kill?
No, he's not. He's not. He's going to play 1-1, and he's going to play this level that's ahead of him.
You know, this is exactly what I feel like I always do. You pick a pipe and you follow the pipe.
It's not it. It's not it. Right now, Stewie,
wow.
He has the path, he has the bridge built, but he does not know where to go to Bowser's Castle. Little does he know, it's closer than he thinks.
So the question will be, will DLP check after the next fort?
And Stewie sees that he is trapped from the Navy tile. He's got to check this other pipe.
Oh, there he goes.
There we go. Is his bridge built?
It could still not be. It is not built.
It's the Navy tile. Navy tile. DLP has a chance to steal this one.
I cannot believe what I'm watching here.
It's still anybody's game. We need to get to the Navy tile to build the bridge. DLP's still very much alive. Now, the problem is, how do we get there?
Yeah, that is the problem.
And Stewie is going to see that this bridge will not get built once he clears World 8. By the way, we did have a bro on DLP's side. and all the excitement about talking about building bridges and whatnot. DLP sees the bad news. That bridge still not built.
But he could still get it. If he's doing the check after every forward, it's a possibility that he gets there. We'll see.
So this ended up being a chain reaction World 8.
Wow. I really like that, Domino. DLP, sail the 7 seas quick.
DLP is going to play, he's going to play the Super Tanks level, and he'll use his P-Wing to go up top. Yep, Stewie sees it is no good. He now knows where he needs to go. Right now, Stewie is in the catbird seat. It is Ice Fort that separates him from Bowser's castle.
Wow. I can't believe how long this World 8 turned out to be.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so right now, again, Stewie in the catbird seat, in the driver's seat, to take game number 1 of this best-of-3 winners quarterfinals. DLP now knows where he needs to go, but the clock is ticking. It is going to come down to Bowser for DLP to have any hope, and even
he's
then,
going back to check though, so he's gonna get the bad news and have to go again.
You can see the look on his face. He's like, "Oh, it's one of these World 8s, isn't it?" Yep,
yeah,
it is one of these World 8s, DLP. So Stewie, that bridge will be built for him on his trip to Bowser's castle. I do believe he still has his Hammer Brothers suit, so he should be in good position to take game number 1.
But to be quite honest, shockingly, DLP is in, I like to call it Canada Fort, because, Canadian.
Yep, Canada,
he's not that
Alaska,
far behind. He's
Antarctica.
actually caught up here.
Yeah, he's definitely, kept up, but unless Stewie has a death or even 2 to Bowser, I think this one's over.
Yep, he's just got to keep that hammer suit.
Yeah, if he does, he's got game number 1. Struggling a little bit with that every person's clip, though.
Oh, wow.
He's struggling. I've never seen a person of that caliber struggle with it, but hey, it happens. I think the nerves might be getting to him a little bit. Can he get the mac and cheese? No, he cannot. And this is where the opening could happen for DLP.
Get sniped.
Loses his Hammer Brothers suit, and he has to do a duck jump. This one's still not over. Oh, that's 2 of the 4 fireballs. There are 2 left. 1 left. It's right at the end.
Okay.
Oh, Stewie's good.
He's got it. Wow.
Stewie is good. Hi, Bowser, and bye, Bowser. Get your GGs out for Stewie Cartman. It was a topsy-turvy ride, but Stewie prevails and takes home game number 1 of this best-of-3.
Wow. Get your GGs in chat. What a race between these two. That was back and forth. Oh, my heart was in my throat.
DLP gets the mac and cheese. Stewie had to nail that screen. Wow. If he doesn't, DLP would have picked them off and won.
That was incredible. GG's to both runners. Get your GG's in chat for DLP, who's finishing it out here right now. Very nice.
Yep, GG's to DLP, but he's going to come up a buck short, as they say.
Wait, someone's messing with my score here. A day late, $1 short.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it wasn't hit yet. We both
we did it at the exact same time. I'm so sorry.
No problem. I'll let you handle it. Let's take a look at the times here. Look how close this was.
Yeah, that was amazing.
So our winner,
here we go.
Stewie Cartman, won with a time of 38 minutes and 59 seconds, and DLP just 34 seconds back at 39 minutes and 33 seconds. 34 seconds is the difference. I mean, that screen, luckily for Stewie, got a favorable fireball pattern at the end there. I mean, he gets picked off. He loses this race. That's how close it was, Tazzle. Boy, you'll love to see throwers like this.
It was wonderful.
All right.
It was wonderful. I think we're going to take a little bit of a quick break here while we get the runners set up for game number 2. So make sure everyone grab a stretch, hydrate, go to the washroom if you need to, because I think we're going to have a nail biter of a second seed coming up here.
We most certainly are. So stay tuned, everybody. Game number 2 of this best-of-3 showdown between DLP316 and Stewie Cartman will be coming up very shortly here on Speed Gaming 2. Don't go away. Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 of the SGLIVE 2023 winners quarterfinal matchup of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer tournament between DLP316 and Stewie Cartman. Alongside Tazzle, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Stewie Cartman winning game number 1. He did very well on his clips in both 7-1 and 7-6. DLP took a couple of uncharacteristic 100 coin finds early on. I mean, you could point to one thing or another. It was a pretty close race all the way through, but DLP just couldn't quite erase that deficit that he had early on.
Yeah, even Stewie had some uncharacteristic 100 coin finds as well. So it was a very interesting race. Different routing decisions by both runners, and it turned out to be a nail biter.
Absolutely, indeed. So we'll see what happens here in game number 2. This is a must-win for the 2023 champion DLP316 if he wants to stay in the winner's bracket. If he loses this game, he'll have to face off against you, Tazel, in the next round.
That's right, and what a difficult match that will be.
I mean, no offense, these are both difficult matchups. I mean, these are the top 4 from this past tournament, so it's not going to be an easy one, that's for sure.
No, not at all. I'm really hoping we get a game 3 here as well. The runner should be off in just a second, so make sure you get your guesses in chat for what the first world will be.
I'm going to say let's get some love for the reverse world order fans here. Let's start with 7.
That's so funny. I was feeling the 7 reverse order as well.
Yeah, we'd love to make some history here tonight. Here, we've never had the reverse world order come true. We had 2-4 bridgers in the bracket stages of our past tournament, and we've had a vanilla world order happen before as well, but we've never had a reverse world order. Someday it is going to happen. Yes, it's a long shot, to say the least. I'll do the math while you do the talking for a little bit, and that's gonna have to come another day or maybe another race if we get a game number 3. And we are starting with Donut Ford 4F2.
Yeah, what's interesting is that pipe in World 2 is useless. So we will see. Will someone get a bro come over and a handy hammer or not? Right.
So that is a 1 in 5,040 chance, by the way, of rolling a seed that is reverse world order. Oh, a little bit of a problem there. We saw Stewie have some issues with Boom Boom in game number 1. So, and then he misses the orb as well.
Very exciting.
So DLP with the early hole shot here after that fort. Next up is 3-2.
Okay.
But DLP having some problems in 3-2, bonking his head on that little platform there, and he's in a little bit of trouble here. He's trying to use the cheap cheeps as stepping stones. It's a very advanced strat here, but because of these problems, Stewie has taken the lead, and DLP's not out of the woods. Now he's out of the woods.
Whew. I had to hold my breath there. Stewie also took a dip in the ocean, but managed to get out of it a little bit quicker than DLP there.
I did lose one of his power-ups, but he should be okay. This fort is required, and it's Spike Fort. Is this even randomized?
I feel like we're having a little bit of deja vu from the first race here.
Yeah, the opening of the first race.
Right away there, too.
Yep, so once again, those two paired up again. That's the second race in a row that both of those forts paired up. That's an interesting pairing, but it's a pairing nonetheless.
Oh, and Stewie losing some time here while he waits for that hot foot to get out of the way.
And one of that extra power up there, and it's definitely worth it. DLP is probably not even going to bother checking. So yeah, DLP can gain a little bit of time back on Stewie and not having to grab this power up. Thought about it for just a millisecond, but like, nope, don't need it. All right, so Stewie keeping that little lead here. But we're going to have to play 4 levels just to get there. And he's tested immediately with the mac and cheese and 7-6 back-to-back in the last 2 7-1, 7-6 shots here. My word.
Yeah, we're going to say that's the back-to-back mac.
Yep, back-to-back max. And DLP can't like seeing 7-6. This is the level that really gave him problems here. And you could say was one of the real reasons why he came out on the short end of that last race.
Yeah, because in the first race, DLP opted to take the 100 coin fine and play a different level, but he does not have that choice here.
Nope, he's got no choice. Either you got to play through it, which is definitely a big time sink, or you got to do the clip, which so far is also proven to be a time sink.
There you go.
Does get it. Definitely a better effort, but he's not going to be happy about that as Stewie gets through 4-4.
Yep. Way to get in there, DLP. I know that one was tough. Those clips are rough sometimes.
No, they most certainly are indeed. I wouldn't want to put my tournament life at stake trying to get that clip. Meanwhile, we've got our boss bass in our natural habitat of 6-8.
And DLP missing the little bit of a speed skip there. Didn't get the Lakitu to behave the way he wanted to. So he has to go do the understrats in this stage.
You mean Lakitus are supposed to behave since when?
Well, since you manipulate their minds.
No matter, DLP makes a nice recovery here, and we have our little coin ship now for Stewie. Again, we have our auto scrollers for the most part turned off in the randomizer, but we'll have to take care of these two boomerang bros, and does so very nicely. And gets an anchor. That anchor is a wild card. It could be anything, except it cannot be a hammer, nor could it obviously be a warp whistle.
So it'll be interesting to see how Stewie uses that anchor. I like to say, what
hit
is
that hitbox? And Stewie, he's not happy about that. He just got hitboxed and big time by that boomerang, bro.
I mean, that was the appropriate reaction because neither boomerang was like in the vicinity of his hitbox.
I know. That's a bad break there. And look at this. Because of that mishap, DLP is now in the lead.
I had to rub my eyes there. I thought they were deceiving me for a second.
And he gets hitboxed the second time. Something grabbed him in the water. That was definitely a cheap. He's hitboxed twice now. And this has given DLP the opening here to establish a lead.
Yeah, and Stewie must be feeling a little tilt from those two hitboxes right there.
And you can't blame him for that. He got gypped twice within 2 stages. DLP now in the World 7 airship picks up a fire flower.
I always like to get the World 7 airship out of the way first because then I know I don't have to see it again.
That is for sure. We have Morton Koopa at the end. Last time he was not very salty. It was a 2-hitter. We'll see if he bulked up this time or if Bowser went ahead and reduced his sodium diet even more. No, it's not 1. It's the same amount of sodium. He is still on the reduced sodium diet.
Yep. Wasn't heavy, low salt.
That is correct. All right, DLP will come out of World 1 with the lead.
Yeah, wow, that was a surprising World 1. I was not expecting it to go that way, but hey, it's rando and anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't expect Stewie to get hitboxed twice in back-to-back levels like that. I mean, it is randomizer, you're absolutely right, but let's see if Stewie can shake that off and recover. We get a hammer from the princess, and now, check this out. So we have a couple of forts, one that breaks a lock, one that builds the bridge. Telling you, this is breaking the lock. Calling it right now. One that's always near start. And it's not required. I'm telling you, it's not building that bridge. It's not building that bridge.
Always in the race where it doesn't build the bridge. When you play it solo, when you're practicing, it builds the bridge. So let's see what happens here.
Well, let's see what happens here.
But you got to play it. You can't not play it.
Oh, of course. Told ya. The only time, here's the thing. The only time it builds the bridge is if both forts are required because there's like another lock that's guarding that path. Because that actually happened once. There was a fort next to start, built the bridge, and you still had to play the other fort anyways because it also broke a lock. The only time it's closest to start where it builds the bridge otherwise is if it's the only fort.
Oh, interesting enough, Dust Minion is saying that last night this did build the bridge. It did have the bridge controls.
And it was the only fort required. I'm gonna have to see that one because I find that hard to believe. 5-9, the diagonal auto scroller that cannot be turned off.
Yeah, Laws is saying screenshots or it didn't happen for that one, Dust Minion.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Screenshots, vids or no dids.
Well, this is exciting because we didn't get 5-9, we didn't get Atlantis, and we didn't get Alcatraz in the last seed. So, this is some refreshing, sky experience that they're having here for our runners.
And you always have to watch out for those fire chomps because those extra sprites can despawn those floating platforms, and that can be a problem.
Yeah, that's usually more scary when you have 2 of the... what are they even called? I don't even know.
I think they're just called fire chomps. I don't think there's a fancy name for them. I think they're just called fire chomps.
I feel like they should be like flying fire chomps.
Right.
Okay.
So it was game 2 of the ProWave versus Glutamic Acid race that was on Speedgaming 3 last night. I'll have to check that out at the conclusion of this to see that's what it was all about. I mean, I take your word for it, Dustman. I mean, he's the one that always takes a little peek of what the runners could have had, you know, like behind World 1, 4, 3, 7, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, Dustminion likes to find out the secrets. So we're going to see what happens with the bros here, because the bros could part ways and then their pack could be different. But it looks like they're both going to get the P-Wing here, or P-Glove, as I like to say.
Yep, there's the P-Wing. Yep, DLP getting ready to clear 5F2, which will build the bridge for him.
Okay, and Stewie opting to play the bros. So let's see what the bros have to offer here. And he gets a cloud. Ooh.
That's a nice item there, but he's still kind of shaking his head about that. I wonder why.
That's interesting. So DLP is not getting the cloud because he opted to not go back and play the bros. And I know one of the things that DLP does do is if the bros aren't in the way, he does not do them. So
yep, and that could be costly in a seed like this, especially if, you know, we have a 7-5 that's required or an Atlantis that's required. DLP's not going to have that Jugum cloud. Stewie is.
Yeah, absolutely. So this should be interesting. High Flyer is asking, could he have skipped 5-9? I don't think so. 5-9 was a required stage. It's just, it gave you the cloud after 5-9.
Yeah, because the game knows. I mean,
yeah.
let's face
Ascension.
it. Stewie is going to play this Hammer Brother level as well. Unfortunately, he's going to get trolled by that Hammer Bro where it clips right into the floor. So he'll have to wait that out and get some music box, which could come in handy in World 7. But DLP maintaining this lead after the second world, and let's see what we get from the princess this time. It's a Tanuki suit as World 1 is up next. Let's take a look at the layout. It's not required. I'd say a pretty good chance that fort's World 1 fort.
Yeah, so not required, but still the runners are going to have to play all of the levels that are in the way. So this is not going to be a super fast World 1.
Iggy is taken down by Stewie with the fire suit kill, and we've got 610 on DLP. Stewie will want to be careful with that fire suit that he doesn't accidentally melt the wrong things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's always a worry when I'm playing.
I always want to get there with the fire suit, and I never do. I always get hit because I always thought that was fun, you know, melting those blocks to get coins.
Fun as a kid, not fun when you're racing.
Exactly. Speaking of fun things, we've got 6-9 now on DLP side, and he is going to take the 100 coin fine, it looks like.
That's interesting. What's the thought here?
He's going to fly over it. Aha, okay.
Aha, okay, that makes sense. That's smart. That's actually a time save there.
Because what you could have done was, if you were small, you could try to do a wall jump. Now, you can do it big, but it's much more difficult big than it is small.
Yeah, I've heard if you're small, it's a 3-pixel window, but if you're big, it's only a 1-pixel window.
You are correct. It's 3 times easier. 3 times easier. Now I know that going forward. All right.
That's right. I know you like math, so
absolutely. I'm the math man around here. 6-3 now on DLP side. Here's 6-3.
Okay.
All right, Stewie at 6-9. Now he's struggling with these ice steps. He's going to try with the 1-frame window. Doesn't get it, so he'll go into the pipe.
Okay, so interesting. Will Stewie take the fine as well, or is he going to opt to play? He takes the fine.
And sure enough, it is indeed the basic fort of World 1 fort.
So DLP has the tail here, so I think he's definitely getting this item here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, why not? I mean, you've already gotten past the lock on this world. There's no reason not to go for the item. And hey, it's a leaf.
Okay.
5-3
wow.
now. Give me a boss bass.
Oh,
or give me
terrible
fire
enemy
chomps.
set.
So, yeah, this is not going to be fun, especially going back. Because then those fire chomps can then swoop down from top.
Oh, DLP taking himself out there with a red shell.
This is not free by any stretch of the imagination because, like I said, those fire chomps are going to be back. They're going to swoop down on him.
And this is a very long level. This is not one where you want to take the fine at the end of the level.
And that's there
my God.
Oh, what a dodge there. How did he not get hit? Sometimes you get the favorable luck with hitboxes. I thought he was a goner right there.
I did too. His life flashed before my eyes. Instead, he just lost an eyebrow, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what he lost. This was an eyebrow. Stewie gets the leaf out of the World 1 fort. DLP escapes with his life in 5-3. We could have had that lead shrunken considerably there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. DLP gets a stay of execution with that fire dodge there.
Yeah, Bowser pardoned him there. That's what he did.
I always say I'd rather be lucky than good any day, and I think that's what's coming out there.
I think Stewie was looking for a fire flower there. He took the damage there, but he just ends up getting a refund of the leaf.
Yeah, and they're getting another P-Wing from the Hammer Bro, so actually good play for DLP for using that P-Glove to get over that level, because he gets it refunded.
Yeah, he gets a nice little refund there. Stewie getting through this 5-3 faster than DLP did, so he'll gain a little bit of time back. We have the Larry fight. Down he goes, DLP, through the third world.
Okay, so let's take a look. He had a 1349 wand grab, so we'll see what Stewie Cartman gets.
I'd imagine he'll be around a minute back. Maybe a little less than that. Nice job on the Sledgehammer Bro.
We'll see.
And there's his P-Wing.
I'll let you do the math when it happens. Time math, always the best kind of math.
Especially when you're trying to do it fast.
Yeah. Okay, what do we have next? We got a 7 in chat.
6.
5.
Nope,
oh,
3.
3. We should have done Fibonacci again.
Should have. 1649 plays 1429. I could do that math. That's 40 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. You're
right. Now, DLP going to be all he can be in the army.
Yeah, and doing the speedrun strat here, which actually gets you through quite a bit faster.
Fantastic. Now, he gets the Boomerang Bro kill, but doesn't get the 0 cycle. He'll have to wait out the Boomerang, and he gets a music box.
Music box for his troubles. And yeah, chat's saying that they love the runners' reactions on the webcams. It's fantastic to be able to have these.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not sliding here on 1-5. That Spiny would have taken away your power-up right then and there. Here's Stewie now in the army.
Oh yeah, the Spinies are the last thing you want to see here. Those and the Karibo boots.
Yes, correct. Stewie not getting the P speed on here, so DLP going to capture that time back that Stewie gained. Now he's got to get a little P speed at the end, but then kind of bonks. Does he get the 0? He gets the 0 cycle, though. Very nice.
Very nice.
All
okay,
right,
so you see a lock there. Here. 2 locks, 3 forts.
So Wendy's is open because I see 2 locks and a bridge.
Really, a bridge is out?
The bridge is out again, just like in last seed.
Oh, interesting. So they have to get the right pipe.
Yep, they'll have to play the correct fort to get to the pipe. That'll take them to Wendy's.
Okay, so this is really interesting. These ones are always hard to map out in your head when you're playing on the fly. Like, it's easy for us to watch and say this is what you need to do, but when you're in the thick of it and you're making these decisions, it's challenging.
Well, one thing I always like to say in commentary, it's a lot easier to play this game from the commentator's booth or playing it backwards than it is when you're actually racing it. Ice Fort time now.
Oh, yeah. And he's got the Tanuki.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, I want it to happen here. 6F2, 6F1, 6F3. It's not going to happen, but I want them to pair up or gang up. Not pair up, but trio up. Yes.
It's what is it in wrestling when you have like the multiple teams against each other? That's what you're hoping for. Yeah, you're hoping for some tag team action with these forts.
Yep. All right. So Stewie Cartman through 2-1, and there goes that lock.
Okay, so this is interesting. Will this be it?
No. So it's the other one.
Oh, so is it the bottom one on the bottom right there?
It's one or the other, because you have to do one of those, either the one that breaks the lock or the one that builds the bridge. You have to complete one or the other.
Oh, but it's a Jugum Cloud. That could be useful.
Yeah, that's going to neutralize the advantage Stewie had.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to play this fort and rip the dream. It is Super Tanks.
So DLP is going to want the lock to break, because if the lock breaks, then you're playing fewer levels.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to have to play the extra 1 level there that the bridge ends up building. And now here's Stewie at Super Tanks.
So interestingly enough, Stewie put the Hammer Bros to sleep, so he's not going to get that Jugum Cloud.
Yep, so again, that advantage that Stewie could have gained on DLP has neutralized because he will not be getting that Jugum.
So here's the question. Yeah, DLP is going to opt to see what the level is. Okay, it's not too bad.
All right, it's 4-2. Give me the glitched out boss pass where they turn into a Goomba, please.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I always like that.
Me too. I
There
love
it
the
is,
type.
yes!
Oh yes.
This seed, this
Seed's
4-2 is
valid.
validated. Yep,
Yeah.
4-2 is validated. Not the seed. We still have to have 3F2 in World 8, but 4-2, that's a validated 4-2.
That's great.
All right.
Okay.
Next level that they must complete regardless.
Oh no, he's gonna cloud it. He's got
Yes.
the cloud.
DLP should be counting his lucky stars right now that he found that Jugum cloud. Because if he doesn't find that cloud, Stewie takes the lead, but instead he's going to keep the lead with DLP.
So this is interesting. I mean, I guess Stewie's not gonna die because he won't die to look at the hammer. Oh, the hammer bro's in his way now.
Yeah,
oh no,
now
is he
that's-
taking the pipe?
No,
Oh,
you can take
no.
no, you can take the pipe. So again, the advantage is going to be neutralized.
Yeah, and he won't take a death to go do that bro after because it's not a guarantee. This is
No.
very interesting.
No. All right, here's Wendy, and this time we don't have a fire suit to take her down. And oh, she's got earthquake.
You know what? DLP is
Ooh.
actually going to be happy to see Earthquake.
Ooh.
Earthquake is an easier one to kill.
She had a lot of baconator. She almost had the entire restaurant. Not quite though.
Sweet Cartman got a little firefight with Boss Bass, but came out the winner. So he finishes off that level there.
Very good. All right, so Stewie, he's going to see Atlantis. He'll take the 100 coin fine, and then he'll use his Jugum Club. Yeah, DLP, that lead's extended.
Dun dun dun. I see the the wave, the knowing wave. Goodbye. Okay, so Stewie takes the Jugum Cloud as well.
Yep, so
I think they're
neither
about the
player
same
has won.
behind. They're probably about 40 seconds behind.
All right, so let's take a look at here.
Oof.
Ooh, 7F2 required again for seed number 2.
And Laws is resetting the game.
Not the
I'm
slate.
just kidding you.
Not the slate. If it's early, yes, I would be re-rolling. If it's later, I'm like, well, I've already got resources. I can get by with the resources I've got. But if this was like the first 4, I'd be like, nope, re-roll. But in a race situation like this, there is no re-rolling unless the runners agree to it.
Okay, and DLP picking up the fire plant. So it'll be interesting to see if he opts to take the damage boost or not.
He
And he
will
goes
take the
for it.
damage boost. That's smart play. He'll be fine. He can get this boom boom down pretty quickly. Almost a little early there for DLP, but gets it.
Yeah, that was an early jump, but perfect. All right. Did we see what the princess gave there? Let's take a look at Stewie's screen to see. I missed it.
I was not paying attention either. Might have been a star, considering what DLP has left in his inventory. Yeah, star.
So this is an interesting choice here. So DLP knows that that pipe is going to take him to the other half of World 5. So he is going to play this level and take a look before he opts to play the blue fort. If it may not be necessary.
There's Boss Bass. I was just to say, where's my Boss Bass in Piranha Alley? He's gonna take this pipe. You gotta take
definitely
it.
taking the pipe. Oh no! Stewie blaming the controller. Classic speedrunner move. Blame that controller.
All right. So DLP has a leaf now. And should be able to get through cleanly and does.
Yeah, no problem now. I pretty much always opt to take that power up. I feel like the level's always easier when you take the pipe.
So he's going to change it up now for the fire suit.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, so the blue fort is required.
Oh, so we do have to play both forts. But luckily, we don't have to play the tower. We just have to go back.
Yeah, we do not. And will he put them to sleep? He's thinking about it. He's going to play the bro.
Well, it could be to his benefit. You know, he's already gotten one good thing on the last world and gets a mushroom. Probably not what he was hoping for, but it's something.
Yep. Not a total kick in the pants. Not the best.
All right. And, well, here comes that 100
He just lost his tail.
It's time to go into Bowser's world-famous 5-alarm chili.
Ah, gotta love me some 5-alarm chili. It's getting to that weather. It's fall now, folks.
That's what that is now. I'm officially calling that lava. That is Bowser's 5-alarm chili. That's what it is.
I like it. All right. If we go P-Glove, I'll go 5-alarm chili. No problem. That's our
Oh,
deal shake on
no.
it.
Stewie getting picked off on that dangerous start of 7-8. Now, I think he used the anchor, and it looks like the anchor was a star.
Oh, so no extra Jugum Cloud today then if Anchor's a star.
I think he used. I may be wrong. He might have went from it quick enough that he might have skirted past it, but I thought he went for the anchor.
What? Boss Bass is...
Oh, he got right up on Boss Bass's grill. That was too close for comfort.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's
That
the
was
lead for
scary.
Stewie. That was very scary indeed.
Okay.
All right.
Da-na-na-na.
7-4 now for DLP as he is further extending that lead. Right now, he's in a good position to force that deciding game number 3 unless something really old bizarre happens.
It'll be interesting to see how he takes World 8. Is he going to go back to normal DLP strats, or is he going to be gamble DLP mode?
Yep, and then Stewie unfortunately sees the same bad news that DLP saw, is that fort is required. He did not use the anchor. He did use a star. But now good news for Stewie, though, is he does have a leaf, so no boiling to Bowser's chili this time.
Yeah, and he's also opting to skip both bros here. So he will get a little bit of time back on DLP, but we won't get to know what was in bro number 2 there.
Well, I mean, the good news for Stewie is whatever it was, DLP ain't getting it either.
Exactly. Ooh, I hate this enemy set here.
Yeah, whenever you have 1-6 or 1-6 beta, I believe it's always going to be this enemy set.
Oh, they always get you. They find a way. You think you've gone around them, but no. Sniped by the firetail.
Yep, indeed. So right now, Stewie is 2 levels back. 7-4 and 1-6 beta. So he's definitely in the running, but he is going to need to either get a good shortcut or for DLP to make some mistakes.
Yeah, and it's not like either of them have a hammer or a cloud that's going to make a big difference here. We have pretty sparse packs at the moment.
The only difference that I can think of is that anchor. We do not know what that anchor is because I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think DLP picked that up in World 2.
No, I don't. He did not do the coin ship and did not get an anchor in World 2.
No, so that's the only thing that Stewie could fall back on as a possible saving grace. Again, DLP a little early on the wand grab, does not get the skip.
Yeah, he's got some wand grab nerves today.
Now, Stewie is going to play the Fire Bro stage here. He's hoping for something good. He's looking for a Hammer Brothers suit, but he gets a star. Use a star, get a star. That is not what he was looking for.
No, not at all. Guess let's see what the princess letter gives our runners here.
All right, Stewie in the 1-6 beta.
Ooh.
Oh, it is a leaf. All right, World 7. World 7.
Stewie looks a little bit nervous by this fire enemy set.
All right. Well, there is nothing guarding the island. We just have to get there now is the name of the game. And I got a feeling it's that pipe on the right. We have to play a 4 that's going to break that lock.
Yeah, looking at this, is quite possible that that's going to be necessary. But we will see. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, that's a troll pipe, so that's a dud. How about this pipe?
And
no, maybe this level. No, I'm telling you, the only way to get there is through that pipe on the right. We got to break that lock.
Yeah, and I know what DLP's thinking too. He saw the fort on the second stage with the level on the way, and he went, nope, I'm going back and playing the fort that I first saw. So
yeah, by now he's got to know that logic is sound. Stewie, meanwhile, trying to finish off Roy Koopa here. He had quite a few hits, it looked like. Ooh, but DLP picked off by the hot foot right there. You don't see that very often.
No, I thought that only happened to me.
So that's a little bit of an opening there for Stewie.
Oh, yeah. That was an interesting one. Let's see if he decides to ride the escalator this time. Yeah, he's not risking it again. He doesn't want to do the double boost.
He'll do the single boost, and he gets picked off
look
again.
At that hot foot.
It's right there because it's wow. That is just a trolley spot for it, and he's now going to be looking for either a fire flower or a star. But he's having some problems getting. This time he does get through. Is there a fire flower or star? There is a star. So a bro kill incoming for DLP, and get your bros out in chat, bruh.
Get your bros in chat, bro.
Oh, look at this. Stewie's going right for the fort. He's not messing around.
Yeah, see, this is interesting. So we'll see if this is the one.
I can't tell yet from DLP's side. Let's take a look. Looks good to me.
Okay, so this could actually save Stewie a whole bunch of time. And High Flyer mentioning that it happens to him all the time with the dry bones.
There it is.
The
Boom.
dry bones does have everyone's number, though.
It's almost like I've played this game before, Tazzle.
Yeah, it does look like it. Maybe a couple hundred hours here or there.
Well, maybe not 100 hours, but I've played my fair share of seasons. We get a hammer. which
Now
with
he's
World 6 coming up, it still could come in handy.
So I don't think Stewie has a music box, so it's unlikely that he is going to sleep that plant.
Unless. Where's Stewie going?
Stewie didn't go back. Stewie,
wow. So he's taking a diverge. What?
I know exactly what happened because DLP did the scouting first. Stewie didn't do the scouting. So Stewie went to the next island and saw it, didn't take the pipe, and decided to opt for the fort.
Well, that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't know it, but he could have just went right back and he'd have been home free. I mean, he could get potentially there completing this level, maybe. Let's take a look. But it could take him to the Toad House. It takes him to the Toad House. No.
Oh, of course it does.
Oh, man. The Toad House that gets no business. It makes you wondering how it stays afloat.
Now he sees that the lock is gone and that he needs to go back.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is unfortunate. He knows.
Yeah, well, he knows indeed, and he is not happy. And he's gonna have to. It was a star after all, unless he moved it again quickly, and he fooled me a second time, which he probably did.
It's possible. There's been so many stars at the seed as well.
And he gets the music box, but he can use it at the end of the level, so it's not a total loss. 5-2 now for DLP.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
And yeah, Stewie's gonna see that it's the way out, and his reaction. Let's see. Yep, he's like,
he knows.
And I'm like, of course, I could have just went that way and saved the trouble of having to play 8-1. So yeah, DLP right now again in a powerful position to force that game number 3. But anything can happen in World 6. We saw that DLP, made a good gamble there. To keep himself afloat.
It was just the gamble that paid off because Stewie Cartman's gamble could have paid off too. He could have played the level. It could have led to the end, But it just didn't work out that way today on 7.
No.
DLP getting nice speed strats through the stage.
Yeah, the 7-3 beta there, very nicely done. There's a coin heaven here, by the way, but it's in a very tight and trolly spot.
Really? I didn't know there was a coin heaven here.
Yes, there is. It is in you know where there's those 2 music blocks kind of on the bottom of a little pit?
Really? It's down there?
In between there is a hidden block, and if you don't time the positioning correctly, you just fall right into the hole. Oh, it's 7-5. We have the trifecta. Now, we need the superfecta. I don't know if he does or not. We need the superfecta. We need to throw 6-6 in the mix. We already had 7-8. No, he doesn't have one. He'll have to use a P-wing.
I see. That's smart. That could be fine, too. DLP blind hammered this. Didn't even take a look at the right before using the hammer. So that was a gamble as well.
So the anchor was a Jugum Cloud. We finally saw Stewie use it. So yeah, he did fool us twice, and then the one time I'm not looking at his screen, he uses the anchor. It ended up being a Jugum Cloud. So hey, that was a benefit.
Hilarious. Okay, so great.
Oh, man. And he's going to see 7-5 and he's like, oh, man, I wish I still had that Jugum Cloud.
Yeah, he's going to come here and be like, why didn't I test the anchor after?
Yep. That's going to be rough.
But, as long as you skip a level, the Jugum Cloud's worth it.
Yeah, and he sees the look. It's like, yep, of course. I used that anchor that turned out to be a Jugum Cloud, and here's 7-5. Nice P-speed there from DLP to avoid having to build the bridge. So right now, the difference is 7-5 in terms of the gap.
Well, actually, DLP had the P glove, so he did not even need to build a bridge. He just flew over it nicely. We're going to see if Stewie Cartman can maintain the P-speed here. Hopefully he doesn't lose the tail. He really wants to keep it to stay on top of DLP here.
Yeah, because Stewie wants to do that same P-speed strat. Yeah, he didn't need to do the strat because he never lost his P-wing. You're right about that, Tozzle. All right, Stewie will just tail whip that and try to make a jump here. Yes, he's got it. Then he's got his P-speed. That's perfect. This is textbook 7-5 right here for Stewie. He's got it.
Stewie's caught up quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, he's cut some of that lead. He has definitely cut some of that lead. He's gotten back into this race. That is for sure. He's still trailing. Now, what's up next? Troll pipes, and we're free.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
And then we have the World 4 airship to wrap things up, and this will be a tough Lemmy fight, potentially, if there's no fire suit.
Yeah, is he going to check?
He will check for a fire suit, no fire suit. There could have been a fire suit in that first block. He never checked it, though. Let me not a one-hitter. Not a two-hitter. He's a shrimp of some sort. Oh, he's a
four-hitter.
He's a big, large shrimp there, but not the jumbo shrimp. All right. So DLP with a 33-31 grab. So this deficit's going to be similar to what we saw at the end of game number 1, but the roles are reversed.
Yeah, this will be really interesting to see how DLP decides to route this one, knowing what happened in the first round.
All right, how many bridges do you think this time? I'm going to go 1 again. I'm going to double my aces here.
I really want to see 2-1 this time.
2-1. Ooh, you're going bold. All right, I love it. 3 hits. And there's a hammer that we absolutely don't need. Thanks, Peach. And it's 3406. It is a valid seed.
Bowsy's bathtub. We have been validated. So we had that valid, what, 4-2? And now we've got the valid seed. So it's just completely valid overall.
Yep. So, by the way, it is a 36-second lead for DLP. So Stewie going to have to find a way to erase a similar deficit that DLP had. So anybody's game right now.
Oh, this is so exciting. I am nervous for both these runners. I'm glad they don't know what's happening right now.
Oh, no question about it here. So 3F2 DLP and the boom boom fight. 1 more hit. Got him.
Okay, and both going straight to the fort, which is the play that I would have made.
Most runners would do this play. Unless you really feel unless you really feel behind, you're not taking a gamble like that. So far, I don't see any locks yet, so the 4-bridge dream's still alive at the moment.
Let's see. Where will this take us?
All right, DLP checking now the second pipe. And this will take us to another part of the dark area.
There's
rip
a lock.
the dream.
Oh, okay.
Rip the dream.
Interesting. 2-3.
2-3 with boss pass, so this could get interesting.
See if DLP does he's gonna fly. Oh no, he got hit. Oh.
No, he did not get hit. Now he did.
Whoop. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is really scary level. Okay.
Especially at boss pass. We've had divergence. Stewie is playing 5-7.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, this is a short enough level. He'll just breeze right through it.
Oh, this is anyone's game right now. Who's going to find the fort and who's going to find the path to Bowser first?
Yeah, this divergence right here definitely has some things going. Let's find out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Does this take us to Bowser's? It is the 1 bridge needed. Could it be 4F1 Troll Fort that builds the bridge? Is it that simple? We'll find out.
So this is very interesting. So DLP's going to have this knowledge.
Yeah, and he gets turned around taking the same pipe that DLP took. Now he's going to be playing 6F3 Spike Fort. Or Carpet Port, I beg your pardon.
Carpet Portal Fort, yes.
And does it build the bridge? No.
No. Okay.
Stewie may have it. He may have it.
He may have it. This could be the answer.
Now the question is, can he get there from where he is? That's the thing. Can he get there from where he is? I don't think he can. I think it's the only way.
Oh.
Now we have hand bridge. That fort level still could be the solution. That still could be the solution.
So DLP's taking the gamble here.
This is the divergence. Tazzle, this is the divergence right here that's going to determine the race, I think.
It is.
No, it does not build the bridge. Where DLP's heading, he's got it.
He's got it then. He must. This has to do it then. DLP's on the right track.
Yep. DLP, that fort is our gatekeeper.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So the fort right there, that is going to build DLP's bridge and its World 8 fort. Our gatekeeper is the gatekeeper.
But question, does Stewie have a Kingslayer?
I don't think anybody has a Kingslayer, do they?
I can't remember if it was this. I know they both had one last match, but I feel like someone picked one up this match. I know DLP doesn't have one.
Right. Well,
I need to see his pack. No, I'm hearing from chat. No one does. Okay, interesting. So, and DLP has fire. Will he opt to keep it? No, he loses it. So he's going to have to do a 2-cycle here.
I don't think that was on purpose. I think that was an accident. But he does get a star. Yeah.
He's going to go back so he can boost. If you do this just right, you can make it for the bro.
Yep, and that's exactly what he's doing. I love it.
Okay.
Boom, bro.
Get your bros in chat. I'm going to use my Tozzle bro.
Yeah, Stewie sees the way, but he's going to see the real bad news that troll fort does not build, and he'll know it's the other one. So right now, DLP in the driver's seat to equalize this match and force a game number 3.
So.
Yeah, he's in there.
This is great. This is very exciting.
All right, looking at the inventory, just has a mushroom, so he's just going to have to play it out.
Okay, Stewie's about to get the bad news here. Let's watch his camera.
Yep, yeah. He's like, yep, I knew it. Well, unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a 50-50 there. I mean, if the other fort would have built the bridge, he'd be in the winners semifinals. But instead, barring a catastrophe, DLP, he's going to be equalizing this match and force game number 3.
Yep, and it looks like he picks up the fire suit here and gets the first try.
For somebody who has had problems all night with clips, that's a clutch mac and cheese right there. Now, it's not over yet. He still has to get the 35 fireballs, and they say in vanilla Mario 3, he could get scammed.
It's always a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. Okay, let's see what Bowser decides to do here. Okay, just get those fireballs in.
Didn't get scammed.
Gets it.
Beautiful fight there. Get your GGs out for DLP. He takes game number 2 and is forced to deciding game number 3 of this best of 3 winners quarterfinals.
I mean, this is all we could have hoped for, to see a game number 3 between these two excellent runners. So I'm very excited for it. I know Stewie's a little upset about his fort luck there, but this is a great showing right now.
Oh, definitely. And Tazzle, this is why we call World 8 the great equalizer. If Stewie would have had the lead just like in game number 1, he'd have lost.
Yep, absolutely. Unreal. Such a route divergence can make a huge difference in this game.
Absolutely. And then he doesn't get the cycle there, and he's going to have to go all the way back, and all the way back, and all the way forth, just to get there.
He will be happy to see a star, though.
Yep.
Because he should also be able to get the bro.
Official time was 39 minutes and 53 seconds for DLP.
Yeah, it's right. Chad is saying that was another long seed. It was, especially for runners of this caliber. To have a 40-minute seed, that is a long game.
Hey, it just means more time in the commentator's booth to give you exciting action of this Mario 3 randomizer.
And you love to see that, or hear that, rather.
Absolutely, indeed. So, yep, he sees the bridge built. He's got a P-Wing left and 1 hammer, so he'll use the P-Wing. And we'll see if he decides to pull off any swag moves now that he knows that he has been defeated.
Okay. Are we gonna get, what's that though? The DLP clip. That's the underneath, the dip clip. Is he going for it? He's getting the fire suit.
He's getting the fire suit to probably set himself up for it, but no, he's going to go for the top strats. Does not get the mac and cheese, and he's going to go through the door again. So here we go.
Woo! That early fireball, that's a scary fireball. Good dodge there from Stewie.
All right, he should be okay. 1 to go. Where is it? Late, just like in game number 1, and he's got it. So he's got to get 35 fireballs without getting scammed.
And
no scam. He's fine.
Nice.
He's got it. Get your GGs out for Stewie Cartman. So yeah, what was a 36-second deficit ended up being a 2+ minute just because the route divergence and bad luck for Stewie.
Yeah, that was a very interesting race. I know our runners are going to enjoy watching that one back there. But I'm super excited for game number 3. So winner takes all.
42 minutes and 15 seconds, the official time. So the difference was 2 minutes and 22 seconds. So that means 1 minute and 46 seconds gained by DLP on that World 8. And again, that's why we call World 8 the great equalizer.
Yeah, that was incredible. It's always fun to see. It's always fun to see the differences that those the choices can make.
Absolutely indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going to a third in this winners quarterfinals of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Speedgaming Live 2023 tournament match. So we're going to take another break here, but don't go away, because coming up, the third and decisive game, the decider of this winners quarterfinals between DLP316 and Stewie Cartman. We'll have that for you in just a moment. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. This is what everybody strives for here on Speed Gaming 2, a decider. It's game number 3 between DLP316 and Stewie Cartman. We are tied 1-1. Whoever wins this game moves on to the winners semifinals to take on the 2019 champion Macobra 52. The loser will have to take on my commentator partner Tazel in the bottom half of the bracket. I'm LZ Cartsfan 23, Tazel joining me here on the commentary. Well, the roles were reversed in game number 2. It was DLP who came into World 8 with the advantage by 36 seconds, and it came down to the great equalizer. There was a divergence of paths. If the RNG would have rolled in Stewie's favor, he would have locked up this match, but instead it rolled in DLP's favor, and that's why we're here in game number 3.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in now, it's definitely worth going back to watch game number 1 and 2 because both of those races have been very close.
They most certainly have indeed, and it could come down to one decision or one power-up or one anything between these two runners here. Don't be surprised if we have a race that is decided by 15 seconds or less. I'm looking for a close race.
I'm hoping that it's a nail biter right down to Bowsy's castle. I want to see both runners in like fighting Bowsy at the same time.
That would be absolutely amazing. We could get that match. I mean, these two runners have played very well tonight. They both had their hiccups. They both had their shining moments, but now they're both going to have to be on their A game as they strive to make it to the winners semifinals of the SGLIVE 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. So what are we going to start with here in game number 3? What world?
Oh, I've been wrong every time so far, so I'm going to go with world number 1. It should be starting here anytime now, chat, so get your guesses in.
So you want the vanilla world order? You know what? I'm going to be on Team Sinister here. Let's go for world 6 first.
Yes, where there's no hammers to be found.
Probably not unless they get one from a Hammer Brother encounter. So we are underway now, and it is world 4. And guess what? No decision this time because there's no fort. So there you go.
Yep, no one getting to play that fort and watch the bridge not get built.
Yeah, yep. Looks like there might just be the one fort there on the far left there, but we're going to have to get through a lot of levels just to get there, starting with 1-4.
Yeah, I didn't see that where that last pipe went to, though, so they might be able to play the fort and then go back. I missed where the fourth pipe was there.
We'll get a good look in a moment here. And yeah, they're pretty much in sync.
Now.
Yeah, you love to see that. They're right on schedule. They're pretty much neck and neck at the end of 1-4. Let's take a look at this pipe here. It's going to take them, toward the end, but we got to play this because we got to build the bridge. DLP's like, nope, I don't need to do a pipe check. I know I have to play this level. 2-1. It's doing a little bit of trouble here, losing that power up. Oh, and then
it gets away from him.
So how power ups, how they move is depending on where on the block you hit it. If you hit left of center, it's going to go to the right. If you hit it right of center, it goes left.
DLP almost got nipped there right at the end.
But he does get by and will take just a smidgen of a lead, except we've got a little bit of a Hammer Brother parade on both sides. And well, we have no power-ups. We can't take a 100-coin fine. We have to play through it. Now, the bad news for DLP is he has to do the extra effort, so Stewie is going to take the lead. No, DLP's going to take the intentional. Does he want to play another level? Oh, he's going to the Mushroom House.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if this isn't a leaf, if this will be faster.
It is a leaf. Oh, what a
Big
gamble.
Brain play right there. I cannot believe it.
And that could have been anything else.
And that was unreal. This is actually going to save him a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, it's going to be more even. Stewie could have had a big lead. If that would have been the mushroom or the flower in that particular set, yeah, DLP would have been a long ways back. He just got saved by RNG yet again. But RNG gods right now are shining on him.
What a gamble. I don't think I would have had it in me to make that check.
I thought DLP was going to play a level, build his way toward a leaf, then go back. Didn't have to do that.
Nope. Lucky Mushroom House.
Absolutely, it was a lucky Mushroom House. So like I said, he could have gotten the Mushroom or Fire Flower because it was that set.
And Stewie is in the lead here currently because DLP was blocked by a Hammer Bro.
And Stewie's not really going to miss what it ended up being. It was just a star. So, yeah, Stewie is going to have the whole shot coming out of this world unless Iggy does Iggy hitbox things. And if we can get through Iggy without taking damage, and we do, you know what to do, chat. Get those commands out in chat. Let's go.
Command. Very nice, though. Both runners having the tail into this level, so both getting the time save, which is very nice.
Oh, absolutely, indeed here. But they are neck and neck here, Stewie, with a little bit of an edge on DLP going into the second world. And there's those commands. Now, what do you think is going to be the next world, Tazzle?
6.
6. I'm going to go backwards. 2.
And they got a mushroom.
I didn't go backwards enough.
Ooh,
2 forts. Yes.
Both required.
Well, technically, one of them's required, but yeah, you pretty much need to do both.
Well, the lock's blocking the way.
It is blocking the way. I had some tunnel vision. Yep, you're right. They're both required, so we have to play them both. So neither of them are going to be World 1 forts. How about 7F2 and 2 fort?
Oh, I was going to guess 2 fort.
Let's see what we end up getting.
Oh, no.
It's an invalid seed. It's the underwater fort. You know what? Give me the daily double. 3F1. Let's see if they pair up today.
I guess we're going to find out here shortly. You know, they do tend to do that.
No, not World 3 forts. Usually if they do pair up, it's in World 8.
Ah, really? The World 3 forts in World 8?
They tend to pair up a lot in World 8 if they pair up at all.
I guess that's true because we tend to see this fort in 8 more often than not.
That's why I said that.
And someone is thinking statistics. I can feel it. I can feel the numbers crunching over here.
Absolutely. But I would like to see it be 3F1, but I think it's a long shot.
Okay, let's go.
Come on, 3F1. Be there. Oh, 5F1. Close but no cigar.
So both runners probably not too happy to see this map layout when they enter here because they know that none of their decisions can affect what's going to happen.
What timing
some Tanuki moves.
Very nice swag moves. I'm loving this. Oh, he almost fell into the lava there. That was close. That time he was not able to use his Tanuki in time.
Really interesting because he actually lost quite a bit of time on this level playing with the Tanuki suit. I wonder why he wanted to keep it so badly.
I don't know.
I mean, I understand because childhood me, you don't lose the Tanuki suit. That's your favorite suit. Come on.
All right, block frame fort completed for both. Our next level for our runners is 6-9. Now he'll probably do it once, just like he did. Oh, he almost had it. He just missed it. You saw him kind of wobble there. He just missed the timing.
Yeah, he had the pixel. He had the right pixel. He just didn't get that A press in time.
Yeah,
DLP opted not even to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's a 1-frame window, and yeah, he had the pixel. He just did not have the right frame. Yep, missed it by that much, as Maxwell Smart would say. You're right. Missed it by that much.
And DLP has the fire plant here, so he's actually going to get through here a little bit faster. So he is nipping at the heels of Stewie Cartman right now.
About 2 seconds. That's the lead for Stewie right now. This is anybody's game at this point. You love to see it. I knew it was going to be close, and they are not disappointing me right now.
Yeah, this is great.
Oh, it looks like we got a little hang up on DLP's side, and there's a hammer. Both runners will get it. So it won't be an issue for DLP, but now we're at 6-10 with Boss Pass. This could get nasty. This could really get nasty for Stewie. All right, we got DLP back and in sync. We had him back and in sync, but now we don't have him back and in sync. But by the looks of things, I think he's got the lead.
It's hard to tell right now.
Oh, yeah, I know he's got it unless he made a mistake. He's got it unless he's made a mistake. We'll try to get him back up as soon as possible. Stewie does get through 6-10 unscathed. Oh, wait. DLP also had to play the hammer. So, nope. Stewie still has the lead.
Yeah, that's what happened because Stewie got the bro earlier. That's right.
So, there you are. Okay.
But DLP has the fire suit. Oh, it's just a one-hitter. I was going to say.
So, it's not going to really benefit DLP all that much. And he sees it. Yep, one-hit quitter. We are still neck and neck through the second world. Stewie holding a very slight edge on DLP going to the third world. So we've seen 4, we've seen 1. Okay, so it's gonna be one of the 2 Fibonacci's. No, 3 or
Okay,
5?
you can match it right now. This is very important.
3. I'll go for the minus. I'll go for the minus. We'll say 3.
Okay, I see a 5 in chat.
All right, it could be 5. I could see it being 5, but you stick by your guns here. Let's see. It's 3. Let's go.
That's the second time Fibonacci doesn't lie.
Oh my word. Let's go.
Wow.
All right, but a
can't
nasty
believe
starting level. It's 6-5. Now the good news is no boss pass, no angry sun, but there might be a nasty enemy set awaiting us. Uh-oh, Stewie, he didn't want to do that. Or no, he wanted to grab the extra.
He had to get the leaf again. DLP was lucky and had the fire suit.
Aha! And that's why DLP is going to retake the lead here unless he struggles getting up. Well, we're struggling with something.
We're struggling with Restream right now.
Yep. So again, we apologize for that. And look at that! Look at that! Did you see that mini pile driver perched up there like that? I think that was cute. DLP did make a mistake.
Oh, no, he lost the leaf.
Yep, he lost it somehow or other. Again, we're not sure what happened on DLP's side, but he did lose it. Look at this layout. There's 2 locks. And there's Atlantis, and we have to play it because they don't have a Jugum. And Stewie giving the thumbs down, and I can't say I blame him.
I'm taking a look at just to make sure. Yeah, DLP is still up, and he is making his way towards Atlantis right now.
Now Stewie took the damage boost through the Gelectro there, but that and I can see why he did that. He wanted to avoid the trio of gold cheaps there, and another trio showing up right there.
Jeez.
I don't know if I've ever seen 2 trios unless, I've not paid great attention.
Wow. And now we're having problems with Stewie. What is happening here?
What is going on here? This game number 3 is brought to you by Microsoft PowerPoint, evidently.
This happened last night's. Was it last night's? Last night's too.
Guys, did we forget to pay the internet bill again?
Oh, no. I knew there was something I'd forgotten.
Son of a beehive. Oh, well.
Son of a biscuit.
That's what they all say. Okie dokie. So, Stewie looks like just by where he is, unless he goes by the pipe too quickly and takes that 100-coin fine. I've not seen it in gameplay, but I've heard the legends about it, that if you go through that end pipe too quickly, you actually die.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I'm not about to risk that. I am waiting until I see that full pipe before I go through there. DLP going in quite early. That was scary.
Yep. There's urban legends. I've never seen it in races though. Oh, the 2 trios always show up. I guess I never see the second one, or I never, like I said, don't pay good attention. So DLP is going to check this pipe again. We'll get Stewie back up as soon as we possibly can. Now there is 2 forts next to each other right there. DLP does not like what he sees. I haven't seen a 3rd fort yet. Now he's going back again. Now Stewie is playing World 8 fort, so he must be a level ahead, and those are the only 2 forts.
Yep.
So by the looks of things, I got a feeling we're going to have to play both forts because I think we have to get to that pipe that the locks are guarding.
Yeah, this... Oh, no! He slipped his head into the ceiling. Why, he says.
A rare mistake there, and I think he used a Jugum Cloud to get there or something. I don't know, but... No, that wasn't... No, I'm not... That's not it. Stewie... Ooh, nice use of the clip there. Very nice.
Yeah, that wasn't even a mistake. That was just some unfortunate luck. He did get pixeled.
Oh,
because
did he
got his head stuck in the ceiling. If that hadn't happened, he would have been in the clear.
Ah, man. So it's this time, whereas Stewie was getting hitboxed, it's DLP that gets hitboxed this time. The bonk. Oof.
That's right. You know what? We're just evening it out for what Stewie Cartman went through in the last season.
Oh, that's it. Yep. That's it. So World 8 fort, we don't even have to check the other fort. Now, because it's World 3, it's probably not World 1 fort. Logically it could be, but Dust Minion's going to have to tell us, but I'll bet you anything it's not World 1 fort.
I'm not sure I've ever seen World 1 fort in World 3.
I don't think I've ever seen it in World 3 either. I'm 95% sure I've never seen it in World 3. I could be wrong.
All right, Chad, if you've seen it, make sure to get us the vids because as Laws has said,
vids or no dids. Exactly. All right, Stewie does get through Wendy. So he's definitely established a lead on DLP here.
Yeah, I can't decide if the DLP stood up a little bit too early there and then opted to take the double damage boost, because otherwise you think he would have wanted to kept that firepower.
All right, DLP must see now that Locke is there that he's good.
Mm-hmm. And Princess gives a Jugum Cloud.
Oh, so here is World 5 now. And we've got 3-4 to start things off.
And, of course, the coin ship is in the way of Wendy's right now.
Now, we're going to see if that item ends up being a benefit. Now, again, we didn't really see on Stewie's side if he ran into it. He gets a hammer, so I don't know if Stewie got that. Because if he didn't...
I do recall Stewie getting a hammer, but I'm having seed bleed right now. I'm not sure if it was from this one.
Now, DLP has 2 hammers, so keep that in mind.
Okay, so maybe that's it. And
Stewie sees Paradox Pipe, and he's like, no.
He's going to take a look.
He wants to see where it takes him first. Yeah, no. Pass.
He's going to build the bridge for sure.
Yep, and it's Navy.
Okay, DLP is playing with Wendy right now.
She had the Dave singles, just the standard 3-hitter. But DLP takes her down.
Yep, no issues there.
No
I often
problem.
say that Wendy without the earthquake is a much more difficult Wendy to fight.
You are correct. The timing is more difficult to get the 5 hits down and not have her candy cane rings become a factor.
Yeah, and when she gets the 3 out, she just puts those high tops on and starts jumping around.
That's correct.
Okay.
Stewie realized he probably could have just taken Paradox Pipe again and just skipped that fort. That's why he's shaking his head. He just realized he could have just skipped that fort.
Oh, well, what if it's... Oh, yeah, because we've already seen
the Paradox Pipe would have taken him to the tower tile. He didn't need to play it. That was his fort he did not need to play. This one he will need to play. This is 6F3, the carpet fort.
Mm-hmm. Opting to go to the left. I find it's always safest to fall to the left in the carpet fort here, especially when you have all of these hot feet running around.
Oh, I agree.
I feel like you only go straight down to the center if you're a gambling man, like Pro A.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So DLP is going to check. He's going to go down Paradox Pipe. Yeah, he knows it. He's got the math. He's got the math down. Look at this. Now he's going to go right to the pipe. There are 2 locks. Wait a minute. Hold everything. This just changed the complexity of this seed.
Yeah, but he
knows. In a big way.
No, he doesn't know. This is very interesting. He's going to pray that first fort isn't required right now. DLP is like squeaky bum time stressing out that first fort doesn't build the bridge.
Right. Yeah, because there's 3-4, the logic does not apply regarding the blue lock versus the bridge. It just happened that the yellow fort built the bridge and the blue lock built the fort. But DLP is also playing that same fort, so he's not going to gain anything.
Oh, this is really interesting. This is a different World 5 here that we're experiencing right now. It's very rare we see the triple fort in World 5 and the double blue locks.
All right, we know it's not World 1 fort by logic. Here's the donut fort 4F2.
Yeah, and I could go for an apple fritter right now after watching this 3-game matchup here with these 2 heavy hitters.
That sounds good. Watch out for the hot foots. All right, Stewie is there. He'll get that fire kill on Boom Boom, and down he goes.
Okay, so DLP is about to see the situation up top here. He's going to be hoping that this fort breaks the lock.
All right, let's take a look. So we have a hand stage. It is the first hand stage we've had all night, Tazo.
I was just thinking the same thing. This is actually the first hand stage we've experienced. And so for those of you who don't know, all 3 hand stages will yield the same item. So let's see what that is. And it's
is this even randomized? This is even randomized. So yeah, it could have been anything, including a leaf. But there you go. So Stewie is going to use his Jugum Cloud right there. He has 1 hammer. Remember, he has 1 hammer. DLP has 2 hammers.
Yeah, and we haven't seen 6 yet, right? So both hammers could
And
Be useful.
I don't think, yeah, we have not seen 2 yet either. 6, 2, and 7 are still in play.
Ooh, this is going to be exciting.
So right now, DLP has the edge in inventory.
Mm-hmm. Stewie Cartman making quick work of this air fort here.
Right, 2 hits. Got him.
2 hits.
All right, so DLP now going to be playing the cheap hand stage. Now, remember, Stewie Jugum clouded that level. I don't know if DLP has a Jugum cloud. If he doesn't, he's going to have to play it.
I think the Jugum cloud came from the princess, unless I'm mistaken. Maybe not. Maybe I'm having seed bleed.
You're probably having seed bleed. I just have the memory of a goldfish when it comes to these situations. And it's just 1-1.
Playing it.
Yep. So Stewie not really skipping out on a terribly threatening level, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, and it's a pretty decent enemy set here, and no boss bass or mini boss.
Yeah, this is a tame enemy set. Usually, I see a boss bass, I see an angry sun, I see nippers. Here's the World 1 fort.
Okay, Dustbinion confirming that it was a peach letter prize, so maybe my seed bleed isn't as bad as I thought.
Well, in any event, Stewie's just going to go right through it, not even going to bother trying to check for a leaf here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, we don't need to know, by the way, Dustbinion, I don't need to know what that fort is now, because here's World 1 fort. I knew it wasn't going to be in World 3, though. It's never in World 3.
Dustminion said that they'd reveal the secrets at the end of the run.
Yeah, it's here in World 6 fort. I've seen it in 6 before. I think there's 2 levels. Now, I could be wrong. And I could be wrong. 3 levels. I don't think it could be in World 8. I don't think it could be World 3. And I don't think it could be in World 4. I've never seen him in those 3 levels.
Stewie Carbon taking the sands of winning, as I call them, because I prefer to take these sands.
I don't blame him, because he's going to despawn that cheap that could be a pest at the end. I don't blame him for doing it. It's going to work out perfectly, but DLP could gain some time if he stays top route. Good job there from Stewie, though.
That jump at the end always scares me. Even though I know where to jump, like I feel like you're just going to go right in that pit.
Yep, I always like to say, stick that dismount. Now he's going to use that last hammer. It's a risk.
So he didn't even check. He just went for it.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. And it was a troll pipe. The DLP can gain massively here.
Oh, this is really interesting. I wonder if DLP is going to check this time. Last time he didn't check, he just blind hammered. I feel like you got to check. Like, it's only moving the screen one time. It's worth the check.
Now, DLP did go for the top route, and all he got was a star on World 1 fort.
Oh, he's clouding into the bro. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed. Now, will he blind check with this hammer as well? He gets a star. Now, if he does, it's going to be a mistake.
If he if he blind hammers, we're going to have words later. Okay, he checks. He sees. Oh, yeah, he knows now.
Oh, yeah. And
there you go.
All Stewie had to do was scroll that screen a little bit to the right, and he could have used that hammer better. And now DLP has 2 hammers to his credit versus Stewie's 0, and this could really be a game changer. I think we may have a change in leadership, because he'll use one here, and then, of course, he'll use one in World 2.
Yeah, if it's usable. Could still be useless in World 2, but we'll find out shortly.
Not likely, but possible.
It never works out for me. I know that.
All of a sudden, we have a surplus of Tanuki suits. We're seeing a lot of them in these late stages of game number 3.
Oh, we are real close right now.
Yeah, Stewie Carmen just got through 3-3. Yeah. The fact of the matter, though, is DLP definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, has the lead. There's no question about it. And Stewie's not even going to check the fort. He doesn't believe it's going to be required.
But we don't. Have we seen the other lock?
No, unless we've played a fort and he's already seen that the lock was still there. That's the only thing I can think of. DLP also not going to play it. He must know.
So,
they both must know.
They're not going to play it because they're going to do the path that's in front of them first, and then once they have the information, then they'll go back. That's what they're doing.
Right,
because
but I think
always be the levels in your way.
I think they both know, though.
DLP gets. You know what? For last time, he didn't get the.
Oh no!
There.
We do have to play this fort.
Yeah, I told you. They're getting the information first. They just didn't want to play it before they saw.
Right. Okay. 3. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was World 1 fort. What the heck am I thinking? See, World 1 fort would have broke that lock. So whether he likes it or not, he has to play top He has to play top route. He doesn't even get the choice. Stewie will get the choice.
Well, it'll be really interesting to see what levels they pick. I hope they go to route divergence just so we can see what they both are.
That'd be nice.
Give us a show here.
7-5. I want top to be 7-5. Or yeah, top to be 7-5, but nope, it's 4-6.
Okay, still not the best level depending on the enemy set you get. Doesn't look like a
enemy set's okay.
One.
Yep. I think Stewie will keep it. You could go through the door and buy a different. Now that's kind of typical with Spinies. So you're just gonna have to play it a little bit slower than you really want to. But Stewie gets through it, not a problem. DLP,
yeah, I don't think I'd opt to switch the enemy set here because you could get you could get something much worse.
Watch out, DLP. Got to slam the brakes, but he's through. Stewie onto the World 6 airship.
Oh, okay, is he gonna get first class again? First class again?
He does!
Hit. What?
Stewie! Back to back, or at least 2 out of 3. I don't know if he got it all 3. He might not have been in position to get all 3, but look at DLP. He doesn't even need to go first class. He's flying the darn plane himself.
Yeah, so I think DLP saves about 10 seconds right there.
Stewie got lucky that it was just a 2-hitter there, but look at how close this is. It's 24:06.
Going to get the wand grab?
No, he misses again. He could have taken the lead. He could have taken the lead, but instead he'll be 4 seconds back. But this is so close. Keep in mind, though, DLP still has that hammer in his back pocket, but if a hammer is given by the princess, that lead, that advantage goes away.
Yeah, he's got a hammer in hand right now.
Boy, this is an exciting race. This is neck and neck.
Oh, yeah, it is so good.
Oh, it's a leaf. So World 7, and then it's going to be World 2. So one more chance for Stu to get another hammer.
Okay. Oh,
music box he'll use. DLP, will he use the music box? He doesn't even have one. This could work to DLP's benefit, but it will extend the lead for the moment for Stewie.
Yeah, for the time being, Stewie is in the lead. This could be a Jugum Cloud, though.
It could be a hammer. Well, he doesn't need the hammer.
And just it's a star, of course.
So Stewie's fine in the skip. He's not missing out on anything vital, but he is now playing 7F2.
Ooh,
and he's in trouble.
Small now. Oh,
and he's picked off. He cannot believe the time in there. Look at that reaction. He cannot believe it. And with that, DLP has a true lead.
Wow.
Just like that.
Oh, and the tail swipe's coming through. Ooh.
But then he is now in trouble. This is getting dicey for DLP. And oh no.
Oh no.
He gets by the tunnel of love. Wow, the nifty move there from DLP. He just saved his bacon right there. Nice dive from Stewie. These moves are tremendous.
Woo.
Boy, you'll love to see it.
This is an incredible race, folks.
DLP's still not out of the neck of the woods yet. He's got to get through Boom Boom.
2 hits, and okay, he's get out of there, gone. Let's go.
Stewie's just going to go for the D boost here. Now the pressure's on. He cannot fail this fight. There's 1, there's 2, and 3. Got him. Oh my goodness gracious! Here we have a close race. DLP has taken the lead back. It's now just a matter of finding the path to get to the promised land here in World 7.
And the restream's giving us the business again.
Stewie wants no part of that piranha level. He may have to play out whether he likes it or not. He's going to find a different path. He'll try this pipe instead.
Oh my goodness.
That may be the way out, but we got to play a level. It is 7-9 for the first time. Oh, this is not fun.
With an angry son, he's taking the death. He's going to P-wing over this, I think.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah. He'll use a leaf. He does not have a P-wing, but he'll use a leaf. He'll use a leaf.
And get that speed. Okay, good.
That was perfect. He did not go too far so that the angry son would go after him. He positioned himself perfectly there to do it. That was a good smart play right there from Stewie. I probably would have done the same thing.
I probably would have attempted the same thing and then not pulled it off. That was that was harder than it looks for sure.
Oh yeah. Nice shot from the ice block. It actually didn't go through the angry son for once. But watch out. All right. Good snipe there.
He's definitely taking this power up. Okay, get that mushroom.
You got to play it safe. You don't want to get sniped right at the end here. He's there.
Yeah, no one wants to take a death at that part of that stage.
So again, we apologize for the issues on DLP's side. We'll get him back up as soon as we can. He's on the airship, so he's found the way out.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So he definitely has the lead. The question is how much of a lead. Oh, it must be the other pipe. And Stewie, he is livid right now. You could just see it. The tilt is starting to show. Oh, DLP trying to dodge the high tops there. So that's it.
He knows. Oh, get that P-speed. Let's go. This is your chance. Oh, didn't get there.
And the mac and cheese from Stewie. He needed that in the worst way.
Very nice. Good work, Stu.
And for the second time in this race alone, get those commands out in chat.
Yeah. A wild Tanuki appears. Command.
So now here's the problem for Stewie. Even though he desperately got that clip in 7-1 on the first try, the problem is if he does not have a hammer, he may be too far behind back that the great equalizer may not even save him. He gets a P-wing.
You know, I'm still in the side of the court that says that hammer could be useless. I have had many a two where that hammer did nothing. So we will see. We will see if it extends or doesn't extend.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's now in 6-8. Where's Boss Bass? Where's Boss Bass? There's no Boss Bass. What's going on here? This is an invalid 6-8. All right, so
is satiated apparently.
So the pipe is useless. You're right about something being useless. The pipe's useless.
Yeah, it looks like the hammer is in play here right now, though. Looking at the layout, we see.
It is. Now the big question is the 64,000 Koopa coin question, Tazzle. How much is it in play? How much of a skip?
This is gonna be it. This could be the decider right here.
I mean, it is gonna take one heck of a World 8 for Stu to come back here.
It's always possible. Human Mustard, the DLP has currently the only hammer. I actually couldn't see what the princess gave because we've been having these stream issues.
Absolutely. So all we need is a to be continued right here. To be continued.
Wow.
And
Stream, please.
Yeah,
we
right.
No. That's it. I'm going to the runner streams. I want to see what's happening here. I gotta know.
Yep.
I can't see. Once I get to DLP's overworld, I'll let you know if the hammer was useful. I'm not going to spoil it that much. I just want to see if the hammer was useful.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is what happens when you don't pay your internet bill. You gotta get off that wireless dial-up, as they say.
Oh.
So DLP's made it to World 8 already.
Wow. So the hammer was very useful. My guess is it was only one level before the castle.
Well, I'd say DLP's in the catbird seat to win this and move on against Macobra. Oh, 2 champions in the winter semifinals. Holy smokes, that'll be a barn burner.
Oh, that's going to be very exciting.
Meanwhile, Stu's going to have to play through 6F1, the escalator fort.
If it goes out again, that's it. I'm doing 56K modem sounds.
Yeah, right? I don't have a soundboard up, but dang, hand me some 56K modem sounds. I could put it on.
I'll just make them myself.
Bridges. It's not for bridges. All right, so we have super tanks now. So 2 military branches here in World 8. And that's all we're going to find out for the moment. Down goes boom boom and 6F1 for Stewie. All right, so we know it's useless and it skipped 1 level. That was all it skipped. Well, actually
it skipped 2 levels.
Yeah, 2. So that was a very significant hammer. Here's Stewie's now playing 6-2.
Yeah, that hammer, I think, really has done it. Unless something catastrophically bad happens for DLP in World 8, I think this is his race to lose.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Everything is coming up DLP here in the C, but I think what's going to end up being the dagger for Stewie is not checking the screen and using that hammer blindly, and it ended up being 4 troll pipes.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think he might have used the hammer on the second one, which still would have only saved him the 1 level. I mean,
Right.
it would have been 1 level in hand, which is, always useful, but still not the double save that DLP got here.
Nope. So, yeah, resource management, definitely the factor in game number 3 here, and DLP's routing has been good as well. So, yep, there you go. That hammer skipping all of those levels there because, yeah, he had to play 1, 2, 3.
3 levels.
Yep.
Chad is right because I didn't even think about the fort being a level.
Exactly.
So that was a huge hammer right there.
Hey, look, speaking of donuts, hey, Homer Simpson's level, it's the donut level 5-5. And there we go again.
Oh, look, we're back. We're back with DLP.
Okay.
Oh, he's blocked by a lock. This is what's happening. We're just going back and forth here between these 2 runners.
Yep, so I have no idea how close or far away DLP is from solving the puzzle of World 8 here, but I guess we'll find out shortly.
We know that it's not for bridges because we've seen 1 lock at least.
All right, well, we got to know where the pipes are, so we got to get through 7-4, it looks like, first.
Yep. I mean, he wouldn't be playing this unless he had to, so this must be in the way.
Yeah, I agree.
I like chat. DLP's turn to use the internet. Mom, get off the phone.
Yeah, I remember the days of dial-up, and if you picked up the phone, you hear those modems, and then you get kicked out of the internet. It's like, I was using the internet. Knock it off.
Or yeah, when you're in like a really heated StarCraft match, and Mom picks up the phone, and you get disconnected, and you're just about to get that win and improve your rank. Tears.
Exactly.
Tears.
Yep. Oh, but then again, how can you? I don't know if you could play Star Rank on 56K modem. I think you need a more powerful internet connection than that.
I don't think it existed with this original.
Exactly. So it's all moot. Okay. So Stewie is now in World 8 with the Air Force.
Okay. So they're both in World 8. So it's not a Jet World 8. That we can tell.
This looks like it could be a full clear situation, whether you like it or not. We still don't even know where the pipe is to Bowser's castle.
No,
Maybe
we
it's this
haven't
one.
seen it. It's possible that DLP knows. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, it could help. Let's take a look. And there it is. It was 1 -1.
Wow. That was almost my 2 -1 that I called last time. I'll take it.
There you
That's
go.
close enough.
So there you go. 2 bridges. It was a 1 -1 situation.
All right. So this is 100% DLP's race to lose. I think it would take something absolutely catastrophic for this to change hands here. But let's see what happens. It's not over till it's over. And we won't find out because it is Stewie's turn to use the internet.
Is now Stewie's turn. It's like, can't let you off that easy, DLP. I'm going to snipe this from you. I'm going to disconnect you from your internet now.
Oh, my goodness.
There it is.
Oh, wait,
okay.
and he gets
We've
the
got
clip.
DLP.
Okay,
And he does
are
get
we
the
going to
clip.
see it? Please, game,
All right,
internet, let us see the victory
35 fireballs or riot.
Will he get an extra scam? No scam
No
today.
scam. He's got this. He just has to get a few more hits. Oh, is he showing off now?
Yeah, oh, he got hit.
Ooh, he did
Is
show
down?
off.
He's down.
He's down. Show off.
Get your GGs in chat. DLP is going to take this best of 3 versus Stewie Cartman is going to go on to play Macobra. Meanwhile, Stewie Cartman is going to get the unfortunate task of playing me in the losers bracket. GG's DLP. You can see that excitement right there.
35-56. He had to reverse sweep, but he pulled it off. I mean, he had a really good lights out game number 3. Game 1 and game number 2 were really close all the way through. Game 2 was lost to RNG, unfortunately for Stewie, and just could never really get traction going in game number 3.
Yeah, and we're getting some doggo celebration here in the cam. If you have some dog emotes, let's see them for DLP's doggo here. It looks like the goodest boy.
Absolutely. So, I wonder what ended up being the gatekeeper amongst all of this.
We will never know.
We'll never know, yep.
Yes, I'd love to see those doggo emotes. I know, look at the tail wag. He's happy.
Thank you.
Okay, let's watch Stewie Cartman. It looks like he's going to be finishing it out here for us.
And he's gonna wrap this up, but yeah, he doesn't feel too good about what unfolded in game number 3. It just was not his seed. And then he finds the dead end pipe. I know, he's just trying to find the pipe. Remember, it was on Handbridge. So he'll take this, which will take him to the left. He'll take the other one, which will take him to Bowser's Castle. We'll see if he has the bridge built or not. Remember, it was 1 minus 1, 2 bridges in all. And he's good.
Yeah, we'll watch Stewie play this out, and then we'll get these two in for an interview, if they're willing.
All right, so we can still finish in under 40 minutes. I'll tell you what, these have been 3 beefy seeds for runners of these caliber. You know, nobody lit the place on fire in terms of times. No speed running world records here, but hey, these runners have to earn it.
Absolutely not.
I mean, they finished.
They were all over 35.
First and
all
fourth,
3.
respectively. Yep. Ooh, a fire chance for Stewie. He'll try it once, I would imagine. Doesn't get it. Let's see if he can get through this hallway 3 times out of 3. All right, 1 easy fireball, 2 easy fireballs. The third one scares me. Oh,
And
fourth one is good, no laser, and he's gotten through the hallway all 3 times tonight. All right, 35 fireballs. No scam. There it is.
there you go, folks. Get your GGs in chat for Stewie Cartman finishing this one out here for us.
All right, stand by here.
Hello, DLP316. Congrats on your victory. GG.
Stewie's time, 39-26, a difference of 3.5 minutes. While the biggest factor in game number 3 that ended up being your windfall there was Stewie made a fatal inventory mismanagement hammer play on World 6. He blind hammered the beginning pipe, and it turns out there were 4 troll pipes. He blindly played it, and you had an extra hammer on him as well. Those were the 2 things that really helped you in game number 3. Now, unfortunately, I can't really tell you, we can't really tell you anything else about the seed because we were in PowerPoint mode a lot. We were unfortunately having some technical difficulties on our end.
Oh, jeez.
It was just internet usage. So, you know, one person's internet would go out, they would share it to the other person. So we got bits and pieces here and there, but it was a fantastic race. We're also welcoming in Stewie Cartman, GG. Those were 3 really long seeds, but great races. Welcome in.
A little bit of a thing that Dustmanian pointed out is the gatekeeper literally was the first fort you faced, Air Force.
Yep. Oh, wow. So, yeah, a couple things about that 3rd seed that I was pretty fortunate with. I took a death, which actually made me start playing like I was behind because it forced me into playing a coin ship, and that's where I got the 2nd hammer. So that's where I was like, well, I mean, if he didn't play that, then I got 1 for 6 and for 2. So that was kind of fortunate. And then thankfully in World 6, well, World 5, first of all, that map really confused me.
Yeah, and, that World 5 map, I misread that too.
Yeah, both of you ended up misreading that map in different ways.
Yeah, and then World 6, I got the item in 1 fort, and thankfully that was, it wasn't anything useful, but I just felt like I was behind, and I was just going as fast as I could and wasn't even thinking, and I just figured that normally when 1 fort is in 6, it's usually just blocking one of the ways in at the end, so I just gambled on it, and thankfully that didn't burn me. And then I clipped with the tail at the end of World 7 in like the 3rd try. That was really, really fortunate.
Oh my goodness, you won't believe it. We didn't even get to see it. Your one moment of glory with the tail clip, and
wow.
it's hidden on stream, didn't get to see it. So as Laz was saying earlier, vids or no dids, so you're going to have to pull us up a clip from your VOD.
Yeah,
but you know, interestingly, around 5, actually, DLP, you didn't end up playing it wrong. You made the right choice. Stewie ended up playing that fort, that first fort that wasn't actually necessary. The right play was to take the pipe to the Twisty Castle. So that was really
Yeah,
interesting, but a very confusing 5 to read.
I had a feeling once I took the death in the paradox pipe that was the wrong move.
I will say though, Stewie, your clips were on point. You were nailing those clips for 7-1 and so forth.
Yeah, 7-1 and 7-6, you were nailing
fire.
them. But you couldn't get the one in Bowser's Castle. That was the one that was tripping you up.
I was so mad when I got 7-1 first try both times, because like that's been what's been killing all of my vanilla runs, and of course in a randomizer I nail it.
Yeah, that's really funny. It's always how it is, though.
I know, right? The game
Speedrunner
knows.
problems.
Yep. So let's talk about the other game. So game number 1, close game. Stewie's ahead by, I think it was like 44 seconds, give or take. Made the lead, held up. DLP, you gained 10 seconds on him, but unfortunately that wasn't enough for you. Game number 2, the script was flipped. 36-second lead for DLP going into World 8. So again, close. But what decided that race was the divergence of paths. Stewie, if it would have worked out for you, you'd have won in 2 games.
Yeah, you would have won for sure. Yeah.
But unfortunately, you went the wrong way. DLP got lucky there.
Yep.
You went the right way, and that's what was the deciding factor. You know, that's why we call World 8 the great equalizer. If it would have worked out in your favor, Stewie, the game's over, and we don't even talk about game number 3.
Yeah,
sometimes that happens.
Yeah, when I played the Gatekeeper in Seed 2 in World 8, I felt pretty good, and when I saw that and realized that the first tank was actually a fort and I didn't play it, I was like, well, if he plays that and that's the answer, that's it for me. And thankfully I lucked out there, like you said.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you got to get lucky sometimes to win these seeds, and you certainly got lucky in game number 2, DLP, because Stewie, if that path that he took would have ended up being the correct answer, he'd have won it, swept it 2-0, move on to the winner semifinals, but wasn't meant to be. And then game number 3, again, we had a lot of technical difficulties, but Stewie, you made the big mistake, unfortunately, using that hammer in World 6, checking.
Well, it's funny, because as soon as that happened, and I saw all the other pipes, I'm like, that's going to come back to haunt me, and I know it is.
Yep, and it did, because 3 levels, World 2.
Once I saw the World 2 map, I'm like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah, so I had 2 hammers, so I was able to skip 1 level in 6.
Where was the other hammer?
I died in World 3. There were very like cheap things that kept happening. I kept on getting like clipped on corners, and like I had an amazing 1 cycle in World 8 and it just like didn't go in the door. I think that was in the 3rd seed though, so you probably didn't see it, but I took a death in the end of World 3 and it made me go back, and I was forced to play a coin chip, so I was pretty pissed about that, and it ended up being a hammer, so I was like, well, that might have just saved me.
And it did. I mean, it was the insurance you needed, because the question then would have become, suppose you don't get that hammer, DLP, how do you think you would have handled World 6 then with just the 1 hammer, and you knew you still had World 2 to play?
I mean, I probably would have saved it, so I would have been a level behind, but I mean, who knows? In the moment, sometimes you just burn it without thinking, so... Yeah,
so those couple things right there.
That's exactly what I did, and I just didn't check.
And you know what's else interesting about the hammer, Stewie? You're going to have to go back and watch this. I heard that you were talking about this, but you got trolled with the double hammer in World 3. Like, that was a full-on troll. It led you astray in that 1 round. I couldn't believe it.
He had double hammer in World 3?
In one of the earlier races, he had a double hammer in World 3, and it put him to the right of the map, and he ended up playing a whole bunch of levels that you never saw because you didn't have the double hammer, and you were routed straight to the pipe. It was quite the troll.
Is that 5 times?
Was that race 2?
I'm having seed bleed. I feel like it was race 2 that happened.
Couldn't have been race 3.
It had to have been
It wasn't
race
3.
2 then.
Yeah.
But
So
I was very surprised that happened.
That's 5 times now.
It was so unfortunate. I've never seen that happen, but I hear that's your luck.
I can't get lucky with World 3. I just can't.
Yeah, it was felt pretty intense the whole way. I didn't feel like I was playing that good, especially the first seed. It was just especially after World 8, it sounds like we kind of did similar things. I went back and checked that final screen like 3 times, and of course, if I had just taken the first bite, but I felt behind, so not human mustard. I don't get those gamble breaks, I guess.
Yeah, that was interesting. I made a comment while we were watching that was very un-DLP, the choices that you were making in World 8. I was like, he definitely feels like he's behind because he is doing things that he does not normally do.
Oh, yeah. I thought I was getting smoked in the first race.
No, it was actually close.
Yeah.
But I'm sure... I know my mic was off, but I'm sure you could read what I was saying after I got 7-1 first try. Or someone did.
Oh, I got
It's
animated.
great to see the cameras on.
Probably somewhere along the lines of "Come on."
Oh no, it was what the blank.
Yeah, exactly. I like my answer better because it's less telling, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I got animated several times, so I think Tazzle gets to join the ranks of the seed rollers who roll pretty crappy seeds. Lots of stars in that first seed, and then all 3 seeds were really long.
They were so long. I couldn't believe how long they are.
Yeah.
For you two, they were extensive.
They
seeds.
lasted an eternity. Now we only have a couple of minutes, by the way, until we have to cut because we do have a Link to the Past Randomizer League coming up. So final thoughts before we say goodnight tonight.
I'll just say I thought those were teak seeds.
They were.
I really did.
They were. Yeah. You might have said they were maybe sinister seeds, but they were none of the above. They were Tozzles.
He tried. We didn't need him though.
Nope, not this time.
I had you covered.
Yeah. Final thoughts are just, Stewie's a heck of a runner, and pretty much every time we race, just like a lot of us, it's going to go either way. Any race, any given race, it looks like just the one mistake in seed 3, and it would have been really, really close. So, thanks for the race and you guys for the commentary. And yeah, I was looking forward to watching it back.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
So DLP316 will be going on to play Macobra. Stewie Cartman, you are in luck. You are playing me. So if you have a Mario hat, please wear it. I have a Luigi hat, so we can match on stream. Just saying.
I'll try and find one.
So that's 2 semifinalists I've had to go through. Now I have to face a 3 or 4 time champion. So
yep, that's correct. So we have the 2023 champion taking on the 2019 champion in the winner's semifinals, and we've got Stewie Cartman taking on Tazzle in the second chance bracket. But we are out of time here on Speed Gaming 2 because coming up next, we've got a Link to the Past Randomizer League right here on Speed Gaming 2. That should be a lot of fun. So please make sure you give our runners DLP316 and Stewie Cartman a follow, and of course my commentator partner Tazzle as well. For everybody here on Speed Gaming 2, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. See you in a little bit for a Link to the Past Randomizer League right here on Speed Gaming 2.
Take care, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.